You do what your heart tells you.
Let's just clicking this button.
Show him the way.
I want this rap, but I so do not want this rap right now.
Is it because of the egg?
Hello, chat. Welcome to our 7th session of D&D. I hope you are having a wonderful Thursday. Thank you so much for chilling in chat while we were getting ready and getting the last couple people together for our stream. Nanners and Line God and everyone else who is lurking, love you guys. Hope you're having a great day. As normal, I cannot speak during the session, so I hope you don't mind that. That's really about it. I will do a recap of what happened last game in a moment, once everyone else is live. I just wanted to say hey to you. They can't hear me right now. I love you guys. You're awesome. Okay, I'm gonna pull them back in. Hi.
Hi.
I was saying hi to my chat.
Oh. Well, hi still.
Social awkward.
Social awkward turtle. All right, so I'm gonna do a recap, and then we're gonna hop right back into it because stuff went down.
I just went down.
Spleen did that earlier.
Oh, my nose!
Yeah, it sucks.
Oh, dude, it sucks so much.
Quit dying.
No, that's my one job.
Fuck you. You don't tell. I don't tell you how to live. You don't tell me how to live.
So wait, now we just got the eater and the one that's constantly dying.
Hey, listen, I've almost died a couple of times in this campaign already, okay? I threw myself in the corner thinking it was a good idea.
So,
In fairness, you tried to take Red with you.
No. Anyways, go ahead, Kath.
in the last campaign, it was the end of our festival day of love, and our teammates had walked around the town. They went and saw a play together. They had gotten out of the sewers, and the lovely Loala had been pranked earlier. Got them pranked too. It was awesome. And then they were kind of walking around. They noticed that their companion, Elise, had actually been taken earlier by the wrong companion, so she may or may not have some romantic inspiration out there at some point. But near the end of last night, as the stars were falling from the sky, those that had touched the dark stone full of energy noticed that their hands started to tingle as the lunar eclipse filled the night sky and turned a blood red. At this point, they left Abaddon on the bench with his love interest, and they began to run back towards the inn. This is where we will begin. That is the wrong screen. Hang on.
Yeah, things
So as you all begin to leave the area, Dawngrave, you feel a tingling in your head, and the tingling you've felt before, it is somebody casting sending on you. Do you accept this collect call?
Who's it from? Is that part?
You don't know.
All right,
It's gonna be that thing where you have to like say the whole thing before it collect calls. Hey, this is we're gonna buy.
So
I was just thinking that.
in your head, as you accept the transmission, you hear Kasula's voice in a very droll tone. Your assistance is requested in the sewer shrine immediately. I repeat, your assistance is requested in the sewer shrine immediately. Click.
Well, did anyone else hear that? It was just me. Oh,
Just you.
What?
So-
We don't got time for hearing things. We gotta go to the inn. Let's go.
Oh, God.
Wait! We can't go in yet. Why are we going? Kasula just messaged me via magic.
Cthulhu?
So we need to get back down to the sewer where we killed that big tentacly mass because I guess she's down there. Maybe.
All right, back to the sewer.
Nah, son of a. Just gonna run by Abaddon. Back to the sewers.
Hold on,
Back to the sewers.
I'm just gonna,
We're
we're going back to the sewers.
Hang on, he said hold on.
I had to edit a thing real quick. In
Help,
the
it's
Discord
again.
overlay so people could see who's the frick's talking. I
Which
forgot
is-
to do that. It's fine.
It's funny, the entire time I was running across there, it kept popping up on my screen. Door within reach, door within reach, door within reach. I was like, I don't care about the door.
Like, I don't care that there's a door that I can access right now.
Hey, you know how you can never access doors? Well, here's one you can. This is not the time for this.
Pretty much, man. Holy.
Try to play D&D and Foundry's over here trolling me.
Yep. Right, I should be fine.
Okay. Abaddon, you had chosen to stay here with Luala's
Yes.
hand in your hand, and you see your companions do an about face and begin rushing back towards the square.
So, sorry, what's going on over here?
Going to the sewers.
We're gonna because
Why?
we gotta go to the sewers immediately.
It's again.
Exactly.
Why the sewers?
Elise, I'll help you over. Let's go.
Okay. Are
Well, I should
you
probably join my companions? Yes.
okay? Well, I'll be here
Yes.
waiting if you would like, or I
Yes.
can go to sleep. If you're gonna be back. Although you will have gone into the sewer, so
Yeah.
maybe
I do
better
have a change
just
of clothes that I could leave here or somewhere hidden that won't smell awful.
I'll just
Um,
keep them in my bookstore. You just come knock on the door, okay?
Sounds good for sure. I'll hopefully not be long.
Good.
Does
Alright.
the
Can we
just
guard
talk
say
for a
anything as we
moment?
fly
I
by?
will.
Can we
I
talk
will-
about how
Can I
fucking
move?
smooth that
No, I
was?
can move. I can't move.
It's too many people talking. Hold on. Yes, you can move, Abaddon. The guard does look at you very strangely as you rush on by. Yes.
God, hello, evening.
Evening.
Past.
Evening, how you doing?
How you doing?
Is Diana still here, or is that just?
Oh, that's a broken image. Ignore
Gotcha.
that.
It's a ghost of heroes past.
Did you guys feel something? I swear I saw a ghost.
No, I think you're crazy.
No time.
Hold on. Why is this broken? I thought I
No.
fixed all these.
No time for feelings. Let's go.
Screw your feelings. We have things to do.
Now, I just want to take a moment to appreciate how smooth Abaddon was. Like, oh, I'll be back later tonight. Well, are you sure you're here? I'll leave a change of clothes with you.
That was like super
Adam, that
fucking
is just-
smooth.
Ooh.
Damn.
Sorcerers and
Listen,
charisma characters,
listen.
everyone.
Yeah. Abaddon is a very, well prepared man.
Are you sure?
I wonder if she's gonna realize that later when she's
I'm
taking her
done.
clothes back and she's like, "Oh, wait a second, son of a bitch."
I mean, I'll have to get him back eventually, so regardless, I'll have to go see her again. I can thaw this out.
Did
There
he
we
just invite himself over to my room?
She said yes.
I mean, technically, she invited me over, so
All right, you ought to be able to go into the sewer now.
yeah, move on off of it.
Move
Or
off and back onto it, yeah.
That one. I'm still
my God.
dodo brain from that message I typed.
Um,
Later will be.
Yes, late will be. Mm-hmm.
You guys remember the way to the spooky place?
I feel like one of us would. I think I do.
Hang on 1 second.
I
do.
did.
I remember.
But now that we're in the sewer, I'm like, oh shit, I have no fucking clue where to go.
I remember.
Somebody just yell, "Marco!" Go, Marco!
Polo! You all have dark vision out to 60 feet, right?
Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah, but they
Is-
don't.
Yeah,
so
but they
dancing
don't.
lights.
Isaac's gonna whip out his torch and put it on his back.
Dancing lights.
Okay. It's really frustrating that you all don't have access to dancing lights.
What?
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
do
Oh,
I?
so he can place them and move.
Yeah.
Maybe I could. Hold on.
That would make your job a lot easier.
You don't have access to it, so it's fine. Don't worry
Are
about
you
it.
sure about that?
I'm pretty sure about it.
Are you sure about that?
I'm pretty sure about that, yes. Da, 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 da. So you're whipping out some dancing lights. Dancing lights have a radius of, what was it again?
It's 20 feet thing. I don't remember.
20 dim, 10 bright.
Sorry, no, it's brain 10-foot radius each, but they have to be within 20 feet of each other. If that makes sense. It is really small for just stream to see generally. Do I not have access to this? What if I do this? Does that do something? Nope, that just puts it in the chat.
Wow.
Aha.
Nice. All
Wow.
right.
I
Well,
tried
at least
something,
we
it
all
worked.
can see that now. I mean, that's nice, right? That's nice.
Yes, you can delete it if you want to.
No, I'll keep it
Okay.
for your shame.
She's keeping it. You no longer have dancing lights. The DM took it.
I feel slightly weaker, guys. It's like I can't do something anymore.
I've taken your power. Boop, boop, boop.
I'm not a warlock here.
What? No, those are 4 lights. What do you mean?
No, I know. I'm just saying taking my powers. I'm not a warlock.
Okay.
I was making a joke. It's fine.
No, it's okay. I understand your joke. I'm in it. I'm on the joke side.
Okay, got it. All right, sick. Dance lights are up. We're good. Also, I
Pick it
make
up.
it so you don't have to move them or don't put them on if you don't want to. You could just say that they're there if it's easier for you.
Sure. Might be easier. To be completely
Yeah,
honest
probably.
with you.
Yep.
Brain, what were you doing, Brain? This is what I was doing. Okay. Ah,
Jurassic_Jacob Shield.
And I also got a torch.
X1. Hello.
Oh yeah, I forgot to say, but I did hand my extra pet set of clothes to Lawala before I left.
got it.
So I did that.
Also, Jacob, thank
Which
you so much
included
for
just the
reminding me to
basic
turn off
attire.
alerts. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for your
I have my
biddies.
fancy ones on her now.
You have your fancy ones on?
Yeah,
Okay.
Oh no.
I was on a date. I wasn't gonna go in my regular clothes.
Oh no.
You could have just been smart like me and just bought regular clothes again. Only they're new.
They're still
Aren't you still wearing the really nice coat?
Yeah.
Not anymore. I didn't pick it up after we bolted.
Okay, so you have summoned dancing lights as soon as you come down in the basement, so everyone can kind of see around them there. What is your plan? Are you guys gonna just, where were you going? What are we doing? What's the plan?
I don't remember where to go.
Right.
No.
That was
Did
everyone.
you get my torch too?
I remember the long way.
I assume you have a torch, yes. It's
Yeah.
in
I
existence.
mean, that
Torch.
Isn't it straightforward? Nope. Okay, well,
I'm not across this plank.
As you guys stumble around the sewers and try to
Those over
decide
here?
where to go,
It's
your
this way.
team decides to split up.
Nope, going back this way.
Okay.
No,
Oh.
right here.
As you get closer
Guys,
to where
there's
you
no triangles in this room.
Oh,
I went the
fuck.
wrong way, didn't I?
Don't worry,
Abaddon,
Abaddon.
where are
You're
you?
the
Oh.
safest one.
Hi.
Cool.
How's it going?
Alright. Awesome.
I was going the way I remembered.
That's fine. Alright.
Technically, we didn't go the correct way.
Oh, no.
Okay, so as you guys get into the corner there, you step into the chamber and notice there are bodies standing up here. They seem to be corpses walking around the room here. Their bodies have pustules on them, but they're arms and head, everything just seems to be misshapen versions of what a corpse might actually be. And in the middle of them is another one with a rather large creature, and in the palm of his hand it looks like he has a mouth, and he turns towards you, and with this gut-wrenching scream, you all need to roll me wisdom saves,
Oh, fuck.
and we're going into battle.
Hey. I was like, hey, we're gonna go this way because this way is the way I remember.
Time for me to spend the next
Damn it!
Oh, I don't even care about screaming.
That's 7. Time for me to spend the rest of the match running.
Yep, I guess we're feared again.
Are we rolling initiative? Oh, I'm by myself.
Yeah,
Cool.
we need to roll initiatives, yes.
Hey guys, I'm gonna be a few minutes.
Roll your
I get a health
initiative.
action.
Oh, I can't wait to go first and run away from fear.
6.
Guys, I could just make him run.
6, I got you, Abaddon.
Okay.
This is why communication is key.
I literally said, follow me. Nobody followed me.
Nobody did, so now the party is split, and we're gonna have to deal with that now.
Well, give us a second. With me and Red running, we're not going to be split for long.
No, we're just gonna be split again.
Yeah, I'll be by myself. It's fine. I'm not scared.
Oh, you haven't taken any damage in a while. You'll be all right.
I'm still probably
Until
max
now.
health. I'm pretty sure I am. How am I max health? I am fine.
Also, you all will notice in this room, the boxes that were kind of keeping that one area to the south, which because you now remember that there was that second door that led out of the shrine room, they seem to be busted outward and kind of splayed all over the ground now, when they were
That's
neatly
fine.
stacked before. Just thought you want to know that. One of those creatures is up against the door. It seems to be clawing at it incessantly before you all walked into the room.
No.
Thought I was the thing that busted those boxes.
Oh.
They super busted boxes.
Did anybody zoom in on these things? These things look horrid.
Yeah, I
Welcome
can't
to
really see them,
heart.
so
Yeah, I'm sorry, Abaddon. You can see them once you come back. I think you can take a dash action to get here as soon as it's your turn.
I mean, yeah, I could fly 30 feet and then I can just walk.
Isaac,
6
how does it
feet.
feel to be fighting the hive again?
I know, right?
Hang on, I have to roll for Marco and Elise.
I can only hope that
Where
they
they
join us
die.
too, and it's just Dongrave there.
Look, it's fine.
I got
I
this,
got-
guys. Undead is my thing. He says he's got it. Let's go.
Okay. That was their initiative. Now here's your wisdom saves. Okay. Obviously, Abaddon, you didn't have to roll a wisdom save yet since you were not within range. Let's see. Okay, so here is the order. Red, you get to go first. Then Marco. Then Isaac. Then Abaddon. Then Dongrave. And then Elise.
Nice.
Oh,
Oh, cool. So they don't even care that we're here. They're not in initiative order. It's fine.
wait, what?
I
No,
didn't
they
mean
are. They
monster.
just didn't tell us.
Yeah, no, it's because the monsters rolled worse than all of you.
Oh, thank goodness.
they're all
Hold
less
on
than a
now.
5?
I rolled a 9. How
Look.
bad?
I rolled a 1, okay?
Perfect. That
You have
means-
something to say to me for that? Whatever.
No, it's fine. Oh, good.
So mean. Okay,
Oh, no, you're fine.
So-
Gonna
top of
she's
the
gonna
order.
regret ever bringing us back.
Red. I'm afraid you
Yeah.
failed your wisdom saving throw and have become feared. You can flee, but you cannot move closer. If you want to try to roll again, you need to break line of sight from the creature that fears you, which is this bug right here. So,
Fucking hell.
what would you like to
All
do?
right, so here's what I'm gonna do, and I don't like it. I haven't drawn my axes.
You all were just kind of wondering about.
So I'll take the dash action. 15, 20, 25, 30, 40, 50, 60. Eye contact broken. And I'll pull my bow out.
Okay. You know, if you remember, you can use the measuring tool to.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I was counting in my head, and then it turned out to be just me saying it out loud, so I just kind of went with it.
That's okay. So you are ending your turn in a location where it does not have line of sight of you.
Yes,
Are
ma'am.
you done with your turn now?
I drew my bow, and I'm ending my turn to try and break the sphere.
Please begin a wisdom saving throw.
Come on. Fuck me.
I am afraid you have failed your wisdom saving throw. I apologize. Next in order, Marco! My good buddy. He sees you running on past and he comes up here with you, Dongrave, and is basically like, I got you.
Damn it, there was something else I wanted to do on my turn.
How many of
Too
these
late.
did I put in here? Hold on.
I'm just gonna quote my favorite D&D phrase ever uttered. Help, it's again.
Help me. Help it's again. Oh man.
Let's see. Gosh, what should I have Marco do?
I don't know.
Fireball.
He's an upfront combat person. You're here. He would probably try to attack the thing that is causing fear. Okay, so that was... Where was he at? He was here, I think. Okay. He is going to attack this creature. We're gonna
Yes.
scooch in here so that people in my chat can see it. I'm sorry, Abaddon. You will see them when you come around the corner. You still don't know what this creature is, so you're just going to blindly attack it. Let's see what you can do here, Marco, with your sword. What is your AC? It is unfortunately higher. So Marco runs around you, Dongrave, as if to protect you with his body, and swing and misses at the creature, but he is trying to draw its attention so that you are not injured. And he is going to end his turn here, which will make it Isaac's turn. And Isaac, I am sorry, you are unfortunately feared. Okay. You run around the corner and see Red there also shaking with fear, but he looks like he's concentrating really hard trying to get rid of it.
I'm going to basically in turn and try to break free from the...
Okay. End your turn and roll a will save.
Wait, is it a will save?
Yes.
It's wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom, I'm sorry. So you rolled it right.
Okay. 13.
Hang on. That... Where is it? Where is your fear? Crippling fear. Okay, so Isaac, you run around the corner and you see Red there getting a little red in the face as he's trying to break out of this fear that's not allowing him to move forward anymore. And you take a breath, and you don't know if it's maybe your barbarian rage that wells up deep inside of you, but you break this fear, and you are ready to go next turn.
Cool.
It is Abaddon, your turn. You see your friends kind of running around the corner behind you.
I don't see anything.
Oh, you don't see, oh, you're too far. Oh, I see. No,
I
that's
can't
fine.
see jack all.
Okay, well, you hear your friends shouting behind you if you would like to turn around and go back to them.
One screaming Isaac.
Dash, and then because I can, flying another 30 feet.
Okay. So Isaac and Red, you both see Abaddon kind of turn around when he notices you guys aren't following him, even though he told you to. And he's running back, and once he sees you guys, his wings come out and he flies the rest of the way over to you. And Isaac, this would happen just as about you are fighting that fear effect right now, so that is what you see. Do you want to do anything else this turn, Abaddon?
I'll send over Mage Hand to pat Isaac on the head.
Okay.
That's it.
All right. Abaddon is ending his...
Patronize the barbarian. That seems like a great thing to do.
Dawngrave, it is your turn. What would you like to do? You have a Marco in front of you, and Elise behind you, and 2 of those creatures nearby.
Dawngrave is going to channel divinity and turn undead.
Ooh. Do it.
Wisdom saving throw on each creature within 30 feet of me. DC 13.
Okay.
All of those guys.
Nice. All right. So you said 13?
Yeah.
Okay. We're going to do this one first. He fails. Wait, is it from highest DC to lowest DC? I think
I don't
it's...
know what you're asking me.
Hang on. Normally, turn undead affects the highest one first. Hold on.
I don't see any sort of specifics like that in the description on my character.
Maybe that was 3.5. That okay? No, never mind. That's 3.5. Ignore my comment.
Ignore it.
Ignoring actively.
Okay, listen, dice. If you don't start rolling well, I'm gonna throw you in a pit.
Yes, keep rolling bad, please. Is there more freaking...
Okay. These 2 up here, Dawngrave, pass. These other 3 did not pass. What happens to them?
Okay. If the creature fails the saving throw, it is turned for 1 minute or until it takes any damage. A turned creature must spend its turn trying to move as far away from you as it can, and can't willingly move to a space within 30 feet of me. It also can't take reactions. For its action, it can only use the dash action or try to escape from an effect that prevents it from moving. If there's nowhere to move, the creature can use the dodge action.
Okay.
So, I'm going to step. Or so, did you have something else?
No, I'm trying to find a... I don't think I have an icon for this, so we're gonna use this. They're afraid of you.
And I'm going to tell Marco to not smack those, or I'm just going to say out loud in a manner that my allies that are nearby can hear.
Yes. Okay.
Hopefully, including my other allies around the corner, that these 3 should be fleeing from us, so let's focus on other ones for now.
Okay.
I'm going to step. Once I remember how to step. Here.
Okay. You have taken a step. And is that the end of your turn?
Yeah.
Okay. Elise, it is your turn. You are feared. What would you like to do? Well, I'm gonna GTFO.
Nice.
Hang on.
I'm so glad you rolled a 1 on those guys.
We need someone to play Elise and Marco.
All right, Elise comes around the corner. She also looks rather afraid, Abaddon. Let's see. She does not break her fear effect, so she spends the rest of her turn quivering in her boots.
I'll
Now,
also pat her on the head.
that was the end of your all's turn. So,
Oh, yes.
now it is the creature's turn. So you said they just must flee from you as fast as they can, right? 30
Yes.
feet.
And not willingly enter a area. Basically, they're feared, right?
Right.
They can't enter a
Yeah, pretty much they are feeding.
Right. How fast do you move?
They're probably move 50 each, I imagine. But only when they're scared.
Yep, they have a move speed of 20, so. Alright, those guys have GTFO'd. There are more, though, who are going to take the initiative to not run away from combat.
The fools.
Okay, so that is their movement rounds. Now they are going to attack. Dawngrave, what is your hit die? Or, I'm sorry, AC.
Oh God.
That was misspoken words. Sorry, it won't happen again.
Mild heart attack, that's all.
16.
16. All right. Oh, no.
That's either good or bad.
It's either a nat 20 or a nat 1, I'm not sure.
Your silence concerns me.
What did you say your AC was?
I'm higher than whatever you just rolled. It's 16.
16. Okay. It does not confirm.
Oh, good. Sounds like a nat 20.
Ah, nice.
Oh, is that something we have to do in this game?
I didn't think you had to confirm criticals in 5.
Yeah, in 5e you don't confirm criticals.
I got it. It's fine. No, I was doing something else.
Oh,
The other character also had tried to attack you, so you know, he didn't hit you. So these creatures with their misshapen body parts walk up to you through the water here, and he's going to slash at you with his hands. One of them, to the one above you, kind of misses you, but the other one, he gets a good hit in, and man, does he hurt. He does 4 damage as his claw finger bones kind of slash into your side.
oof. That's the best you can do. He said to the creatures, not the DM.
Hang on, I have to roll for the ones on Marco now. Oh, Marco. Marco also takes damage. He seems to be taking a lot more damage than you, though. And this creature that attacked Marco actually bit him.
Oh, good.
Healthy.
Good.
Delicious.
Good. Marco? Marco.
She's gonna kill Marco.
I do it. She was waiting for
Didn't
this.
she do that originally? So,
She's like, I'm tired of doing multiple NPCs. We're about to go down to 1.
Marco has become poisoned.
Ah. Right, the
These things
poison.
happen.
Ah, easy crop.
The poison that killed Cusco.
Goose
Poison
goes poison.
meditation for Cusco. Cusco's poison.
Nice. All right,
Oh,
now
yeah, so-
your turn effect on Grave, it ends
That's
after
really
their
good.
turn, right?
1 minute long.
Oh, 1 minute. Interesting. Okay. So that is
Oh, yeah, it is.
round 1.
Or until they take any damage.
Or until they take
any damage.
Yes. I'm still going to be
Marco
counting down the
wouldn't be-
turns.
Runs into a box.
Because they get 10
No.
turns to run away from you. Unless they get hit. So that was 1 turn. Alright, so top of the order. Red.
Alright.
You are still feared, so you can end your turn here to try to make another will save.
I'm just gonna punch yourself in the face. Come on, let's go!
Okay?
And I'm gonna try this again. 10! Fuck!
I'm afraid that does not break you out of your fear effect. I apologize.
I am a turn. Fucking hate this.
Marco, it is your turn, good buddy. You are gonna take some swings at the people in front of you. You're gonna hit the people in front of you. You're gonna rightly damage those people in front of you.
I wonder how many spells I'm gonna miss today.
None. Are you excited?
That's how she's gonna get the monsters back.
Oh, I know.
Why would you even say that?
Because I'm a chaotic person.
Okay, so he has done quite a bit of damage to this one in front of him. His sword kind of... If this was a living being, the arm should have kind of been lobbed off, but as it is, the arm that he did slice into pretty deeply, it's just now kind of hanging there, but still wriggling on its fleshy mound. It's good.
Nice. Solid.
He's gonna take a free action to be like, Dawngrave, these are gross!
Yeah, they are, buddy.
Can we see?
Isaac, it's your turn.
So I'll probably have to take the dash action. So coming around the corner.
You see
And
Dawngrave and Marco attacking. Gross
Since I'm
little destructive things. You're not close enough to any of them, I'm sorry.
Yeah, so I guess I'll just put my mask on and take my axe out.
Okay.
And that'll end my turn.
Yes, it will. Abaddon, it is your turn. Red and Elise are still kind of here, shaking in their boots. Isaac ran back around the corner.
15. Oh, good. Stop. 15. Do I see anything at this point or no?
You see Dawngrave, and it looks like he's attacking those little those little creatures that I did before with their warped bodies and their definitely corpse-like demeanor with their mouths kind of hanging open in a scream silent, but they're not making any sound.
Oh, looking like the things from Zelda. Neat. Okay. I'm gonna point my finger to the one in front of Dawngrave and just like snap my fingers, or snap my one finger. Sorry.
Okay.
And I will cast Witch Bolt on it.
Okay.
Please let this hit. If you miss, I swear to goodness. That's a 13.
That hits.
Nice. Okay, cool. I have to add more to my freaking thing.
Hey, you're hitting now. Look
I
at
know.
you.
That's a shizzy roll, though. 8.
You did 8 damage to which one? This one?
That one.
This one. Okay.
Yeah. And it is a concentration spell.
Mm-hmm.
And there is a beam of pretty much lightning attached to it for me.
Beam of lightning from you to it. Okay.
Yeah. Also, so I had my 30 feet of fly movement. I landed now.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm gonna walk 10 more feet closer. Move, you funky chicken.
Space.
Not. I was hitting the Windows button. Mother. There we go.
I
Yes,
mean,
I'm
okay.
slightly closer. So that is that's my turn. I can't do anything else. So yeah.
Okay. Abaddon, you are ending your turn. Dawngrave, it is your
Oh.
turn.
Also, the dancing lights have faded, by the way.
Okay. No more
Just so
dancing
you're aware.
lights. Isaac, you do still have your torch on you, which is the only reason why Marco can see. I just wanted you to know that. You do have a
Yay.
torch. I'm not putting it in the play because it's obnoxious.
That's fine. I'm actually seeing it. Like, looks like you've put a light on me, so when I move around, I see things now.
Yeah.
I'm going to cast a spell.
Ooh.
Cast Bane.
Mm-hmm.
on the two next to me.
Okay.
And which one connected with Marco?
The one that he is hitting.
Okay, then I'll cast on the one below it.
Okay.
It's Charisma save 13.
Wisdom save 13 or be
Charisma save.
charisma save.
Otherwise, when they attack a target, they have to roll a d4 and subtract that from the attack or saving throw. It's like opposite bless.
Okay. So charisma saving throw first, right?
Yes.
Which they have really bad charisma.
Thanks.
Okay, they've all failed their charisma check.
Glorious.
So
So now they make an attack or saving throw before the spell ends, which is up to a minute. They roll a d4 and subtract that from their attack or saving throw.
Okay. Got it. You said a d4 and subtract from everything. Got it.
Yes.
And that's from the attack roll or the d20?
From the d20, which is the attack roll, not the
Yeah,
damage.
so like,
Sorry,
you
I
roll
meant
a d20
damage.
and then you roll a d4.
Right. Okay.
It's not the damage. It's from
Got
the
it.
D20.
Okay. Was there anything else you would like to do your turn?
No, I'm scared to move.
There's more egg in my freaking wrap.
It is Elise's turn. Elise is going to try to break out of fear. Elise is going to break out of her fear,
This is just red back there now.
but
Must be real
that's
fucking nice.
kind of all that she's doing. So.
He's gonna come out with like black eyes there. Been beating himself up.
There's nothing she can do for you, Red, but she'll kind of turn towards you and like pat your shoulder. That's really all that
At
she
least
can
she
do.
understands.
All right, it's the enemy's turn. Let's see. The other ones are still GTFOing.
Ah, you fools.
Fly.
Oops, that's the wrong button.
That's.
Oh, I can see them.
I can see there now too.
Yeah, that was an accident.
Oh, it was Fog of War, not Gotcha. I assume I'm not going to see them move. Oh, no. He's gone now. He did move. And there was hers.
Yeah, I still just have this like circle of the area.
It's
there
fine.
for
It
no
was an
reason.
accident. Just ignore it.
I can't.
Okay, and then we have the creatures that are here. They're going to try to attack you, dear Dawngrave, but they are baned. So,
Bonade.
Bonnie.
16, by
well,
the way, in case you may see.
you are lucky because he rolled a 19 and then he got the -4. So,
Oh, easy peasy.
He got real brave there for a second.
the other one didn't even come close. All right, Marco. That one does hit Marco. Marco takes more damage. Marco's not looking too good, chat. I mean, team. Sorry.
It's all good.
These things happen.
It
Can't all
happens,
make that a
it's
lot at a
fine.
time.
All right, top of the order, Red.
Same thing.
Okay.
I believe in you.
Hopefully a different result.
Selena, I don't know if you remember me in Cat's other one shot we did, but I feel your pain, man.
I believe in you. Damn it.
I'm afraid you are still feared. I am sorry.
Oh my god.
Can someone go punch him out of it or something? Is that a thing that can happen?
Go sleep. Go sleep. Go sleep.
No, go to sleep.
No, it doesn't say that. It just says it lasts up to a minute, or you have to break line of sight and keep rolling wisdom saves. So I think that was you. That was your third time.
Yeah.
Yep. Well,
Halfway there. Whoa, living on a bear.
getting there. Okay. Next is Marco. Marco is really not feeling too hot, but since his
Same.
friends haven't gotten back into combat yet, he is going to continue trying to murder this one here.
There.
He is going to hit this one. He is going to damage this one. This one is looking real bad. It's still standing, kind of. It looks like he took another chunk off of it. One of the sores on his leg kind of burst open and he's oozing all over the floor at this point. But he is looking pretty slouchy, so he's probably close to death.
Reckless. Which one was that?
The one directly in front of him.
Okay.
It is
Well, I mean,
now...
he's looking between.
Right. It is Isaac's turn. Isaac, your friend Dongrave over here is fighting people, and you got your friend Marco over here fighting people. What do you want to do?
Which one looks worse for wear?
Marco.
Alright.
Dongrave's kind of dancing around his. They keep missing.
Yeah, I am.
I'm going to rage, and then I'm going to move here.
Okay, you can't move through a solid wall.
Good job. Also, I feel like I was fitting to put on some battle music, so I think some battle music on my end.
Okay.
Alright. And then I'm going to make an attack against him.
Okay. Roll an attack. That
You
hits.
forgot to roll your. Wait.
I know he forgot to roll it. He still hit.
Okay. That's how. Yeah, it is. Good job.
I hit the wrong thing. I'm sorry.
You're fine. What's your
Alright.
damage, buddy?
Well, speaking of that was my damage. I rolled
Oh.
the damage thing instead of the thing.
I thought
Sorry.
that was...
Yeah.
Oh.
No, that's
Here,
it.
hold on.
Never
I'll
mind.
roll- Yeah, I'll roll that.
Okay.
Well, that's
Never
it.
mind. You
Yeah.
miss.
I'll fix that out.
Okay. So you rush up in combat to kind of give Marco a little helping hand. He's looking a little green. And you miss. Anything else you would like to do?
Already burned my bonus action to rage, so
Mm-hmm.
nope, there's nothing I can do.
Okay.
Did you get advantage or something when you attack while raging?
I get that. I get extra attack later on.
No,
my
advantage.
Attack while raging is only for frenzied barbarians.
Okay. All right.
He can go if he goes reckless, but I don't think he gets reckless yet.
I don't get. I do have reckless. Yeah, I have reckless, but I don't have the other stuff.
Maybe it's strength checks you get advantage. Oh, that's fine.
Yeah,
That one's
strength checks is what I get
Gotcha.
advantage in.
But Isaac, that was all that you're doing for your turn, sir?
Yeah, that's all I can do. I make angry noises at him.
Okay. Abaddon, your friend Red runs up and makes angry noises at one of the creatures. What would you like to do?
Well, I'm just using my action to zap the one that I'm still attached to, so
Okay. Was it this one?
as the bottom one.
Bottom one. Right. I keep trying to get you to attack through Dongrave for some crazy reason.
Nope, please give me your better roll. Hey, 16 lightning damage.
That was okay. That one goes splat. Hold on. Your lightning energy kind of goes through the connection that you had already attached to him, and the creature's pustules on its body kind of start vibrating violently. And Dongrave, you now have pus exploding all
So,
upon
like-
you.
okay. Can I
Sorry
skip my
about that.
attack roll too on my turn?
Can you what?
Or does it just land because Witch Bolt?
It's Witch Bolt. It's constantly attached to him.
Yeah,
I don't have to.
it just
reroll for it.
land because
Gotcha.
yeah.
Yep. Yeah, because it was already attached. Then I'm.
Yeah, you only got to make one attack roll with Witch Bolt. That's
Yep.
pretty good.
Wonderful.
It's in the
There's
chat if you
nothing
wanted to
wrong.
go up and read it.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm looking at it.
So there you go.
It's not, but yeah.
Good
here,
job.
posted in-
This one is dead. Dead. Okay. Anything else you would like to do,
Dead.
Abaddon, on your turn? Your witch bolt is no longer connected to anything.
Yep. I will I'll move 10 feet, 15 feet forward.
Okay.
And
You
I'll
do
just
not
be like,
see the
yeah.
thing that feared all of your friends. So you're not sure what it was.
I don't know if it was so spooky, but hello.
These are walking
That'll
corpses.
end my turn.
Okay.
I mean, true. That doesn't
Dungrave,
phase Abaddon.
it is your turn.
Alright. This one over here is damaged.
Yes, severely damaged.
Okay, I'm going to toll the dead at his dome.
Okay.
Wisdom.
Wisdom
wisdom
saving
save.
throw. He does not have the Bane upon him. He got really bad.
Oh,
I'm gonna switch dice.
I would prefer you didn't. 4
Yes.
damages.
4 damages. Well, lucky you. That was just as much as he needed to die.
Perfect.
So you toll the dead, and this one, instead of exploding because it didn't have any electrical shock going through him, just kind of falls over because he is now dead. Anything else you would like to do on your turn, sir?
Nope, still scared of moving.
Fair. It is Elise's turn. She has nothing to help you, Red. So,
Yeah.
she's
What a
gonna
coincidence! I don't have anything to help myself.
she's gonna come this way.
I'm sure you'll get to attack something this session.
I better.
He's gonna be real pissy all week if he doesn't.
She's gonna kind of take the dash action and get up close to Abaddon to take assess of the situation.
Hello, Elise.
She is not an upfront combat person, so she is gonna not do anything else this turn. Except say the big one is gone. To you, Abaddon. Even though you cannot return because it's not your turn, so. It is now
Ah.
the bad guy's turn.
Okay.
So we'll do this one first. Miss.
Fight me. Ha.
Miss. So both of these two that were trying to attack you and Marco, miss. The other ones in the distance, you hear them continuing to try to scurry away.
Glorious.
They're gonna have a hell of a walk back.
Okay. They have been scurried. There are 2 more creatures in front of you here. Top of the order, Red.
Yeah.
Would you like to try to remove your fear effect?
Yeah.
Okay.
Red.
What's with all the dice?
Oh no.
What happened?
You rolled a
Son
1.
of a bitch!
He rolls a fat
Oh.
1 on a
Might have been tapped out for those rolls, and when you came back in, it does all the ones you missed.
Yeah, if you're not in Foundry all the time, it'll roll them when you pop back in.
Failed so bad he's unfeared?
If the thing's dead, the
Feared
thing's
so
dead,
bad.
can I just play the game too?
There's plenty of game yet to play. He's also not dead yet. Dongrave feared him, so. Or turned him.
Then 2 fears should cancel each other out, and I should get to play.
I think I'd rather him be feared than to be
He fears so bad that he breaks the fear, but he becomes unconditionally afraid of something else.
See, it's worse than regular fear, because with regular fear, you can still attack, you're just at disadvantage. This is like, no, fuck you!
I'm sorry, Red. It is Marco's turn. He is going to turn and attack this one directly south, since the one in front of him is now dead. And he does damage. Quite a bit of damage. He looks like he's hacking into this one again, Isaac, with you. And, That is his turn. So now we are on Isaac. Your turn. So he's hacking at this creature in front of you.
I'm gonna make an attack on it.
Okay. You rolled a d20, so that does hit.
I learned this game. I do good.
Wow.
Do I get a gold star?
Yes.
All right, and then I swear to God, if you put a gold star on me. All right, I'll swing him with a great axe.
6
damage.
damage.
I will use my bonus action to do my unarmed, armor spike attack. So I roll another d20 for that.
That does not hit.
All right, cool. So got him with the first
Unless-
time, 6 damage.
Unless you have something to add to that, like strength or something. Because you're just rolling straight d20s without adding anything to them.
I could add a +5 to that, I think. Yeah.
Okay, well, your +5 does make you hit.
Okay.
Heck yeah, Paul.
Gotta remember those pluses,
It's not
man.
bad. It's not bad.
Well, I'm looking at it, and when I do the attack all together, it doesn't give me the d20 to hit, so I gotta figure out how to do it.
If you're in D&D Beyond, you should just be able to click it, and it pops it over.
Yeah, I did the attack on there.
Mhm.
Like last time when I did the great axe, it doesn't roll the d20, you just get this.
Interesting.
See, that's
Okay.
you just go straight to damage instead of rolling the d20.
Weird.
So I'm either being complete dumb and missing an entire button.
We can always check it out later.
Yeah, we'll
It's
check
fine.
that out later.
Alright, so you did 6 damage.
Okay, so here's the
Yeah, because I rolled that dice. Sorry, I really didn't realize I was muted, but yeah, I rolled a short side attack because there's like hit DC and then there's damage. So you have to hit the left side one, but that's just on my end, anyways, for the short sword that I have. So
Okay, so there's the 4 piercing damage
Yeah.
from my spike armor.
So with your spike armor, you finish him off. You kind of do a slash with your great axe and then shoulder him, and it pushes him back a little bit, just enough that he kind of just crumples down onto himself. And he is now dead. Congratulations.
Hey,
Anything else you would like to do on your turn?
I used a little bit of my movement because I was where Abaddon is. So maybe
No,
I do
you've
that
been
again.
here this whole time.
Where have I been at?
Where you
just
are.
right here.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so then I'm going to move.
Space.
There we go. I'm gonna move there,
Okay.
and that will end my turn.
All right, ending your turn. Abaddon, it is your turn.
okay, I'll move this way. So I don't see anything, I suppose. I will turn to the guy in front of Dawngrave, and I will trace my finger along my palm and kind of push my hand forward, and my hand will kind of become frosty before pushing out a ray of frost on this thing. Because why not?
Excellent.
That's a 21 to hit.
That hits.
I think I see what you were talking about.
Yeah.
All right, cool. I got this.
Yeah.
What are you looking at?
Ha! 1 damage.
I mean, it's enough to buff till dead. Fine.
That's fine.
Where you got your? I was looking at the damage. There's also one right next to it, just a +5. I didn't realize that was
Yeah.
something I could click. So,
Yep.
because I'm not a clever man.
Okay, so
Yeah,
you
it's
hit it, and its speed is reduced. Not that it ever planned on leaving, but it's reduced now.
Now it
can
knows
only
it's
move
not going
15
anywhere.
feet.
There it is. Cool. So now he's baned and frozen.
Yeah.
I'm proud of you.
I'll be right. And I'm not doing anything else on my turn.
He's got a red-eyed barbarian
So,
growling
what
at
can
him.
I do? I don't think I can do anything else on my turn. Yeah, I cannot do anything else on my turn. So I will
BRB?
Yep, that's it.
Okay.
Yep, I'll be right back. I use the bathroom, so.
Dongrave, your turn, sir.
All right, I'm going to cast Toll the Dead at this one right next to me. That's still alive and now frozen, I think.
He did get hit once. You
He did get hit for 1 HP.
Is a wisdom
so it's
saving
a
throw,
wisdom
yeah?
save. And don't forget about pain.
He fails spectacularly.
Oh,
Go ahead.
Dun dun.
Dun, dun, dun.
That's a entire undamaged Toll the Dead.
Nice.
Thank-
Awesome. He takes that damage as you toll the dead at him. What are you using to toll the dead? Is there anything specific? Like, are you waving anything at him, or?
No, I just like point at him like with the Grim Reaper death finger, and he sees bells around his head and just
Ah,
ring out.
got it. Got a little bit of ringing in his ears there. Okay.
Yep.
Anything else you would like to do on your turn?
Nope, I'm just gonna stare at him right in his zombie eyes.
Okay. Elise, it is Elise's turn. She is going to go over to Marco, and she is going to try to heal him a little bit, as he is severely wounded. You see healing magic go into Marco, and he looks not as bad, still pretty bad. Still a little green around the edges. Now it is the bad guy's turn. There's this one guy left here. He is going to try to attack you again, Dongrave. He is going to miss. Because I just now realized he can't hit you even with a 20 anymore.
Jesus.
And then those guys are going to keep running away as fast as they can.
Wait, can you roll a d4 and get like a 1 or something on it?
Oh, yeah, I guess so. He still
Oh,
didn't
nice.
roll even that high to try, so...
okay.
It's just... Okay. Oop. Move my camera. Okay. That is their turn. Top of the order. Red.
Yeah.
Please roll a wisdom
Yep.
save.
Yep.
You got
Please.
this. You got this. Please.
Red.
Red.
Oh my
Fucking
goodness.
10.
10 does not break your fear.
Yeah, I know. I'm aware. Let's go.
I'm feeling it. I'm sorry.
It is Marco's turn.
Could you bless him?
Might work.
Can I just roll a new character at this point?
It's not like you're dead. Maybe Kath will just let you control Elise.
Yeah,
Marco is going to
starts
attack.
controlling Marco.
Critter. Marco's going
Funky.
to hit the critter. Critter is not quite dead yet, but Marco's sword does again cut into his fleshy appendages. It is now Isaac, your turn.
See if this is correct.
Nailed it. Except, oh wait.
I got it. It was a 12. Does he hit?
Yes, that hits. Good.
More damage. And then I will go to my armor spike attack.
He is very wounded. At this point, his little pustulates on his body have all but one broken open at this point, and he kind of just looks like he's clinging on to unlife.
Gross.
I'll use my bonus action to armor spike attack.
And he's frozen. Your armor spike attack misses the terribly wounded creature.
Damn it! I lost my footing.
You go to kind of lean in there to hit him with your spiked armor a little bit, and because he's a lot smaller than what you were expecting him to maybe try to dodge you, and so you were trying to figure out where he was going to dodge you, but no, he didn't move, so you missed because you were moving to a different spot. I'm sorry.
In turn.
It is Abaddon's turn.
Oh, nice. Okay. I can see it, obviously, right?
He is, yes.
Okay. Does it look hurt?
Yes.
Oh, I don't want to do that.
Abaddon, he is severely hurt, barely clinging to life. And awe does not kill him.
I know. I'm gonna cast another Ray of Frost.
Okay.
Chili boy.
22.
You hit.
If I roll another one, I
Why
swear.
would you say those words out loud?
Guys!
That's okay. Your 1 damage seems to have given him that sweet release of undeath that he was yearning for as the body crumples into a heaping mess on the ground. Except it's a frozen
Frosty.
heaping mess.
It's a slushy.
Yes.
Gross. Slushy.
So there are no more creatures directly in front of you at this moment, but there are still creatures that were turned. So we're going to stay in order. But if you guys would like to talk, because their fear does take a couple rounds, we could do that. Do you guys want to stay in order, or do you want to move as a pack?
I want to release Spleen from his cage of torment.
I would love that.
Okay.
I mean, you ain't gotta hit him in the head like that.
Well, Dawngrave, it is your turn next if Abaddon doesn't have anything else to do on his.
I don't know how I can release Spleen from his cage of torment. Is there anything I can do? Can I mend him? Wait,
No?
I've got it. Hang on, I've got it.
Save,
Okay.
you could probably bless him.
I don't got it. I can't see him.
You can move if you want.
Yeah, but I can't move and cast guidance.
Oh.
Oh wait, can I see him here? Just a little sliver
Yes,
of
you can see him there.
perfect. I cast guidance on red.
Hell yeah. What's guidance do?
A D4 on ability check. Wait. Oh wait, that's not an ability check. I'm not gonna spend a first level spell slot on it. It'll be fine.
Okay. Well.
I'm gonna holler at him to wake up, Red. It's all a dream.
Well, Red, it's your turn again at this point. Because there are no more active enemies in front of you all. But I am keeping
gonna
track
do-
of their turns.
We're gonna try a different method. Fuck!
Is he allowed to move? Like how does he know where the thing is?
I don't.
Well, he doesn't anymore because he broke line of sight. So his fear keeps him from going back around the corner because he thinks it might be there. He is feared for
Okay.
1 full minute.
Alright. That sounds good. Just go down. Just go down. We'll all turn around and go that way, right?
At this point, we're slightly out of order, but Marco is going to ask for assistance because he says he is poisoned. And it really hurts.
Does he have an antidote? Because I can't do anything about that.
No, he does not have an antidote. He's just gonna kind of sit down on the ground. So unless you guys would like to do something this round, we can make it next round and Red can try to break out again.
That'll end my rage.
Yes.
Well, do we want to go back the other way so that regardless of whether or not he breaks out, we can start moving down? Because that's not
Didn't
the
we get
direction.
summoned here by Kasula?
Yeah, but like both down and left go like left is
mean-
shorter, but
Cthulhu's right here, so
that's
we can-
true.
Am I able to move?
Okay, so that talking was another round. Red, go ahead and roll another will save.
Perfect.
Okay.
That ends my rage.
I fucking
Could
hate
you
my life.
roll a fucking dice, please?
I would love to do that.
You're gonna put these ones in
There are
dice
few
jail,
things in the
man.
world that would make me happier.
How many?
Can
votes
I
do you
roll for red? Can I roll for red?
No, you can't roll for Red.
Has it been a minute yet?
Hold on.
I think this is round 6 or 7.
Stop rolling. You keep moving my thing. Hold on.
Bot Kath says, Kath, save or you will lose everything. I like your bot.
You have 4 more rounds of this.
Yay.
So
Is he
you
gonna
guys
go all
can
10?
continue discussing while Red is around the corner. Go ahead.
Can I move on my turn?
Yes, you can move. Keep it within the 30 feet or the 60 if you wish to
Yeah.
dash, but you are talking during this
Yeah,
time
I mean,
frame.
I'm gonna fly over any water that I see. So
Okay. The store is closed. The door beyond
Can I
that
open
door
it?
is closed, yes.
okay, I open the
Are
door.
we?
I'm gonna check in here, and then I move 5 more feet in. I didn't want to shut the door.
So
myself.
Abaddon is abandoning you all back there. It's fine, no.
I'm just gonna take a peek. It's fine.
That's pretty Abaddon. That's part
At
of the
this
course.
point, I get it.
Yeah, that's me.
Okay. Marco has sat down. Elise is going over to kind of try to tend to his wounds. Isaac
Can I
and
move
Dondre.
closer to Red?
Yes, you can move closer to Red.
Hey, bud.
Isaac, would you like to do anything?
Hi.
I'm just gonna sit here with Marco and Elise for a little
Okay.
bit. Make
Those-
sure we don't have a bunch of monsters run up on us.
Bodies are still definitely there, so don't.
I'm gonna
They'll
take
be
my axe and, like,
squishy if you.
scooch them out of the way.
Okay. All right, Red. Roll me
You should
another
get
will
strong,
save.
slurp them up.
You got it, boss.
Red. Yeah!
Yeah.
18.
It-
went past like the nat 1.
Dongrave walks up to you and kind of like puts his arm on your shoulder, and you feel that little bit of push that you've been needing this whole time, a friendly pat on the shoulder as you push through the fear effect and you no longer have it on you.
Really, Abaddon should have mage handed you instead of Isaac.
Yep.
There's just nothing but, like, after it ends, there's nothing but pure anger on Red's face. I just slowly put my bow away, draw both my axes, and walk around the corner.
Well, no, hold on. That was the end of your turn. So
Well,
Abaddon
fuck.
was still moving forward. So Abaddon, let's see what
Oh,
you
yeah.
see. As you
Oh.
get to the door before you open it, gosh darn it. Shut
Oh,
the
sorry.
door. Oh my god.
No, I didn't see it. It's fine.
If you no, you opened it. It's too late. That's what you've done. You've
No.
opened the door. Opening the door. I was gonna say what you heard before you opened the door, but it's too late.
Sure.
So you open the door, and inside you see
I do not see
Kasula
it.
with her hand standing up there as she seems to be holding up a portal as the creature that you all destroyed before is pounding its face against this invisible barrier. You do hear whimpering to your left,
Left.
but you don't see them. And that is
Okay.
what you see. What would you like to do? Kasula does notice you. She turns around and looks behind you, gives you a nod.
I nod back, and I guess I'll step 5 feet in the room.
Okay.
Oh, it's man. What up, dude? Okay, I don't say that. I think
It's
it.
man.
Man.
It's
Hi.
the.
No,
What's
it's
his
the same token, different guy. Same token,
Never
different
mind.
guy.
It's not the same guy.
It's not. He looks really similar. It's not the
Marcus?
same guy.
No. Yeah. No. Is it Marcus? No.
Yeah.
We've got 2 Marcuses now.
Yes. Yes.
No.
It's not Marcus.
It's just Marcus.
James, Nick. No.
Okay,
Yeah. I mean, I still have technically an action if I wanted to.
if you want to,
Right.
yes.
Would I know if I could do something through this magical barrier? So like a spell of
Oh.
sorts.
It is extremely high level. Roll me Arcana to see if you know this spell specifically, or know
Okay.
of this spell.
Yep. Where's my Arcana? There it is. I just yeeted that dice holy 19.
Yes. This spell does not allow anything physical to go through it.
Okay.
Which does
Oh,
include sending fire through it, as if in a spell that counts as physical.
Yeah. But what I would I know if I could create something on the other side of it?
If it's within line of sight, yes. It is a invisible wall of force.
Okay. I'm gonna create bonfire right on where the guy is.
Okay.
It's a Dex 14 save.
Okay.
Yep.
Is it a save for half or what?
It is a. No, it's just if he succeeds, then he takes no damage.
Okay. You cast it on him, and he does not appear to take any damage. He kind of sidesteps it a little bit to the left.
Okay.
Still pounding on the wall. Rawr, 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 rawr. Blah, 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 blah. On the invisible wall. He seems not as frightening as he was before.
Okay.
Now, your friends. We are still technically, quote-unquote, in order, so you can move if you guys would like to. Abaddon appears to have completely gone into the other room, and you all do hear sounds coming from the other room. Kasula seems to be mumbling or chanting in there, and there does appear to be weeping.
So we can hear the weeping and stuff?
Yes.
Okay. Whose turn is it?
It's everyone's turn unless you're going to go attack those creatures.
I'm going to mention to Red that I turned those guys so they had to run away from me for a while, kind of like they did to you, and then I'm gonna run off back down the hallway.
Which hallway? Oh, that
This
one.
way.
Okay.
Isaac will say, I think Abaddon found more things.
Oh my!
Are you... Was that a full move?
That was a whole dash.
Okay. Red, you can move.
Cool.
And I guess I will.
I gotta stay within the turns.
Oh, well, you can move up to your dash if you would like. Since there's nothing here to attack, I'm just letting you all move.
Seems like
So,
it's bad
okay,
guy
move
turn
there.
versus our.
Dash.
We each get
I
a whole
dashed.
turn.
Right.
Marco, Elise, they look like there's things going on in here.
Yes. Elise has more movement than you. Elise is going to dash up in here.
Just hops over.
Does
War
Marco
problems.
look really injured?
Severely injured, yes. He looks very green and sickly.
When he comes by, I'm like, hey, hold on. I put my hand on his shoulder and cast Cure Wounds.
Oh, thank you. He'll take a detour around Ongrave for that. He'll kind of stay with you then.
He heals 9.
Nice.
That heals him all the way up.
Cool. Double nice. Now I don't have to heal.
I have no spell slots left.
No,
go.
oh, less nice.
So he thanks you, but
Oh,
he
dang.
says he still feels sick.
All right, mate.
It's nothing you can really do about that. It's fine. Abaddon, you haven't done anything yet. Your friends have been moving.
Oh.
I have been keeping track of the turns for the enemies.
Okay.
So what would you like to do? He sidestepped your bonfire. Would you like to try again? Do you want to move?
Everything else I could do? Question mark. Yeah, I mean, I guess I might as well try to create bonfire on him again.
Okay.
This is another Dex 14 save on his end.
He is kind of a jerk, and he sidesteps you once again.
Oh, good. Thank you, person.
Spicy.
Against the wall.
Builds a bonfire around him. Trap his ass in there.
At this time, Kasula, since you're kind of trying to make it dance with a little fire at its feet, she goes, he keeps just coming back. It's kind of really annoying. That's why I put this barrier up and called for you all. Would the rest of you like to move into the room?
Aye.
Is it move time?
It is move time again, and Abaddon, you may speak to her if you would like.
Do you have the crystals on you? Probably all I have enough time to say.
They
Dash
are
up there.
They are further in. When the creature came back to life, I dropped it next to it.
Womp.
Oh, good.
So that just means we gotta kill it again, right?
Isaac, you walk up and you don't see it, but you feel an energy force in front of you. And the creature is like mashing its face and dark energy tendrils all along it. But it's not doing anything.
Isaac sticks his tongue out at it.
Got him.
Red, would you like to also move?
Yeah, I'll move.
Marco's
Oh
gonna
wait.
come in here.
Wait, where's Isaac? Dang it, Isaac. All right, never mind.
Isaac was way already in there.
Isaac will turn and go. Marco's poisoned. Does anybody have anything that can fix that?
Don't think so.
He's
Yeah,
like
no.
asking the NPCs also.
You look over at the NPCs, and one of them does appear to have a matching bite wound across his own leg, and he also appears green around the collar when they shake their heads no.
Nah. This is gonna be an annoying thing.
Do we know these people that are here?
No,
Have
you
we seen
don't.
them around any?
You've never seen them before. They appear to just be scholars of some kinds. They have books and paperwork kind of there. It looks like they had other things, but they had been scattered around the floor here. Books and pens
Okay,
and
so
clothes
not
and
like
things.
just like some townsfolk.
You
Okay.
didn't bring. Did you not bring any muscle?
Is that what
Okay.
Cthulhu is?
Kasul is here. Her hand is up, and she appears to be holding the barrier in place. At this point, Dawngrave, you feel the energy of the turn beginning to fade.
Okay.
Good.
Are we next turn now?
Yes, we're next turn.
Okay, I'm gonna step in.
Yeah,
I'm gonna lock the
And-
door.
Attempt to close the door. It's not letting.
Abaddon was. There you go.
Donka.
Close the door.
Now it's quiet. Can I also lock it, or is there something I can put in front of it?
There is nothing on this side of the door to put in front of it. No, there
What about
is.
locking mechanisms?
There does appear to be like a bar that you can kind of swing down.
A bar at
There you go.
Glorious. Let's see, and that was. And with the rest of my movement, I go here. Hi guys.
Okay.
Can I also lock this door or not?
You can shut it. You don't see any way to lock it.
Perfect.
We're just not gonna deal with those
place
things.
for a bar.
I would.
Okay. So
Does that
at
have a place for a bar?
a place for a bar?
Yeah.
No, this one doesn't have any locking mechanism on it at all.
Does handle?
Yes, there is a handle.
Does it open outward or inward?
It opens into the double door space.
All right, so I'm gonna take my quarterstaff and slide it into the door handle to bar it.
Okay.
Very nice.
You have attempted to bar the door. I will say it is locked for now. Okay, so we're going to kind of just chat for a minute. If you want to move about the room, the barrier does appear to, well, you can't see it. You assume the creature can't get to you, so it probably stops somewhere, around this particular area. Kasula notices that you all are finally in here and that you've shut the door. And she says, yes, thank you. So we came down here with your stone to look at it, and all of a sudden, it decided to spontaneously come back to life. I'm assuming this is the creature you all fought before?
Yeah.
Good.
Wait, I thought it. Kath, can you remind me? Didn't it turn to a crystal or something?
It was a crystal.
Yep. So is this? So the crystal turned into this thing again?
Yes.
Is that what's happening? Okay.
we were further in, looking at the statue and gathering some intel on it with my friends over here that I had from the school. We have a religious expert, we have an arcane expert, and then we have just an old literature expert. And we were kind of coming down here. I tapped them. We were just going to do some research, while everyone was having fun upstairs, when all of a sudden the crystal overtook the power of the smaller gem, and this creature started reforming. I was able to blast it backwards, and it seemed to try to revert back into the crystal for a moment, which gave our scholars here time to flee before it reformed again. And I'm sorry, I deal a lot of damage. That thing came back from one of my firebolts. We have an issue.
La-dee-da. Can I
by the
just,
way,
while she's talking, just cast Toll the Dead on it over and over again, just the whole time?
Yeah.
Okay. It's going to keep
Also-
making wisdom saving throws, just over and over again.
I'll keep trying to.
That's fine.
bonfire it.
bonfire. They're just freaking doing a little dance to me. I'm like, freaking dance. You know?
Isaac will tell Cthulhu, yeah, we kind of figured something was going on. We felt something up top. We remembered it did the same thing when we touched it, and the skies turned red. So
Red? What do you mean by red?
Oh yeah,
Not
our
like
friend
me.
right
I'm
over
talking about the color.
yeah.
Huh.
A lunar eclipse happened.
So we kind of figured things had happened, and then, Dongrave got your message.
Sending, but yes.
Yes.
Can you please tell me why the sky turned red? Was it the whole sky? What happened?
there. There
Specifically.
was an eclipse.
It was
Yeah,
the lunar
look-
eclipse, I believe, right?
Oh, a
Lunar
lunar
eclipse.
eclipse.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
see. Well,
The moon turned red.
I can theorize that the creature may be drawing its power from the darkness. That may have been why he was able to come back so easily, so we just have to last the eclipse. My spell only lasts 10 minutes, and I've already used 3 of it since I sent for you. A lunar eclipse lasts much longer than that. So we need a plan B.
How long did it take to come back after the first firebolt? Well, after it dropped the first time.
Almost instantly. AKA
Well,
the
that-
next turn.
Are any of my Toll the Deads doing anything?
They appear to be doing damage to it, but either it's
Focus.
rapidly healing, or you can't. It's not doing enough damage.
My fire doing something to it.
Yeah, your
I mean,
fire does hit it from time to time, and then Dongrave's able to get his Toll the Dead off on it at the same time you deal your fire damage. But the creature does not appear to be severely phased.
Oh, good.
I mean, we could just go out the door until after the lunar eclipse is done, and then come back and kill this thing.
Did we did it eat the other crystal? The clear one? The teardrop shaped one? What happened to that?
The clear one, I had set them side by side further in, and I didn't pick it back up when it turned, so no, it's further in.
Okay, so it still exists.
And
It's
I'm-
not like
Yeah.
Right.
I'm gonna move kind of
You
closer.
can't stand there.
Well, listen.
There you go.
Where?
I'll
can
stand
you-
over there.
Can you ping like where it's at?
Can I see it from here? Can I see it from here?
I don't think you can see that.
No, I cannot. Not unless the
From any
fire-
angle, I don't think.
no.
No, yeah, I'd have to be inside of it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Plus,
Yeah.
I can't reach it with my mage hand.
Cthulhu, do you have another one of these spells that you could do?
This is the only one I had prepared for today. I'm not a sorcerer. I am a wizard. This is
Can
a
you cast
we
this
could-
again though?
We could have pincered this thing and just held it there and then got the stone, but
no. I cannot cast it again.
How long has it been since you've casted this wall?
3 minutes, like I said.
Okay.
And what about the undead that were outside?
There were undead outside.
By the way,
Yeah, just
There's
outside
orphans?
this door.
Yeah,
Did you
yeah.
not? Did you not hear the commotion?
I've been a little preoccupied.
Well, it's bad.
Oh, good.
Well, they kind of ran away, so they'll be
Yeah,
back.
they're gonna be
eventually.
bad.
do I remember if the nice crystal radiated any sort of magical energy from it, and what sort of magical energy it was?
You guys remember that the crystal did radiate energy, a kind of pure energy, but you were not able to place it with your arcane knowledge.
I cast Healing Word on the black massive tentacles.
Okay. How much healing do you do?
This dude wouldn't waste a spell on Marco, but here we are.
As little as possible, preferably. 1, 4.
4. Your healing word hits him, and the tendrils of darkness around him kind of sizzle a little bit away from your spell, and it rolls back in on itself before trying to kind of shake off your ability, and he goes back to, like, nagging against the wall.
Does it seem like it was more effective than any of my Toll the Deads that landed?
Yes, it does.
Okay, I'm going to share this newfound thing with everyone in the room.
Good.
Here's the thing that happened. I don't know what we're gonna do with it, but yeah.
Well, I'm not very good with doing any of that sort of things. I can make things become on fire, but I can't really do much in terms of whatever
I'd use
that
my
was.
last spell for the day.
Elise, you can
You don't wanna
healing
touch it
stuff,
anyway.
can't you?
I can try, but tell you what we're going to do here. It's 7 o'clock. We are going to take a 5-minute break. This will give you guys time to think about it. You can converse with your companions, and then we can decide what to do when we get back. So we're going to do a 5-minute break here.
Okay.
Break time. I'm going to go
Alright,
get
and that-
some
Pete,
water.
Thank you so much for the sub.
so
I really
much,
appreciate it. And Mesa, thank you so much for the tier 2 sub. Let's go.
Hey, chat. How you guys doing today? Hope you're doing well. This team is excellent communicators. Yeah, they are a little bit nanners. How y'all doing? Hey! I just noticed we've been getting some follows. Thank you so much, Jeremy the person, for the follow. Appreciate that. Hope you are enjoying your Thursday. Nanners, you are excellent. What did you have for dinner? Hi, Jovan. I hope you're doing well. And I know it was touch, but it was technically kind of out of combat, so I didn't really care. You're eating pineapple now? Oh, I love pineapple. I have a peach snapple. That's what I have. Aw, you love Hawaiian pizza? Nice. Thank you so much for the fitty bitties. Appreciate you. Very, very kind of you, Jeremy the person. If you want to get caught up on the story, on my website, if you click that, we do have journals for the last couple sessions. I don't have last week's or obviously this week's yet up there. But Abaddon, one of the players, does keep a journal from week to week. So you can catch up pretty quick with those. They're not that long instead of watching the whole session on my YouTube channel. You tell me about the random case of a half of a San Pellegrino you got from work. You did not. But I don't know if we have enough time for you to tell me about it now. You can put it in the Discord and I'll read it after. Oh, and Valk came in here and resubbed. Gosh darn it, Valk. You just wound up with a case and a half of sparkling water. That's really the story. Oh, look at you. What flavor sparkling water? All of your drinks are fancy and sparkling for the foreseeable future. Very nice. So you may have just got here. What situation is our adventurers in? So currently, they have gotten into the sewers. There is a lunar eclipse above ground. There's undead wretches kind of walking around the sewer right now. They destroyed half of them, and their cleric turned the other half of. Now they've walked into here, and there's this big black tendril creature on the other side of a wall of force that their organizational's wizard has cast, who is now protecting these civilians over here. So Kasula is not a PC. You can actually see the PCs on the left over here kind of circling their way through. So we've got Isaac, Red, Abaddon, and Dawngrave are our player characters. And they are battling in the sewers. And this is my website that has all of the current notes for all of the previous sessions, because this is session 7 if you wanted to catch up. But break time is running out, so I will have to bid you all adieu. I cannot speak during session. I love you guys. Thank you so much for chilling with us. And I will see you next time.
Which is very annoying.
Hello, I'm back.
WB.
Welcome back.
How
What's
tall
annoying?
is Twitch?
Oh.
I have the Twitch app up on my computer
Mhm.
because I want to be able to see what's going on. Which I kind of want to talk to you about that. The Fog of War.
Yeah.
If like me or Abaddon, when we're streaming, we can
Mhm.
only ever see our point of view. So like, there was like 40 minutes of me just sitting in a corner waiting for you to make a save
Yeah.
in darkness.
That's unfortunately how that works with this. I don't really have any way to fix it.
Well done.
How tall is Kasula's wall? Is it to the ceiling?
It's to the ceiling, yes. She made a impenetrable wall from left to right, all the way up and down.
We think we have a plan, but we're just waiting on Isaac to get back to where to buy him.
Okie dokie.
I'm back.
Maybe.
Because it's going to directly
So the wall's
affect
60 feet tall?
Yeah, it goes
All
all
or-
the ceiling.
Go to the ceiling.
Yes.
Remember the ceiling was 60 feet tall, so...
Remember, she did a lot of damage. She's a high-level wizard.
No, I know.
She was being sassy, yes.
Yeah, I know. I was also being
I
sassy.
got a new WoW bottle. I wonder if I could do so.
Dang it.
Once Isaac is back, we will continue our story. I hope you all were able to stand up and do some stuff on your break.
I lay down on my bed.
Are you tired?
Really not.
No, you're stressing my brain.
Oh.
Get my thinking cap on.
Oh, I see.
It's comfy.
That's too dangerous thing for me to do.
My
if
head
I
was
lay
way
down,
too
I'm gonna get tired.
That's fair.
Window a little bit.
So while I'm just saying that while you guys are kind of doing your all thinking, the townsfolk, those little scholars there in the corner, they are also doing a think. Marco and Elise are kind of over there with them. She was checking their wounds and Marco was being sick, so he wasn't really doing
Nice.
anything specifically. That's what they're doing.
Or-
Just wanted to let you know.
Before we enact our plan, should we hit them up since they're scholars? Maybe they have something already.
We could also go around too. That is an option. One of us could sneak around.
Well, the wall prevents us from going anywhere close to there, so sneak.
I think he means through the other way through the
Go
tunnel.
around the entire tunnel.
Oh. She can't hold. She won't be able to hold the spell that long. It'll take us too long to actually
It might.
get there.
I think you could if you ran. You could probably do it.
Well, it's gonna have to be either me or you, Abaddon.
I can go.
Got dwarf feet.
But you all tell me your plan, and then we can put said plan into action, or you can gather information
I'm
from
gonna
friends.
try to run around
So
and.
Do we want to wait for Isaac to come back, or are we just gonna jump back in?
Wait, that's it back yet?
No.
No. We are waiting for Isaac to return.
I mean, we
And
can
it's still
catch him
heck-
back up. We haven't done anything yet.
Yeah, part of our plan is like directly involving like me and him body blocking as soon as this wall goes down.
Ah, I see. Well, this
I
is
don't know if he's
the
got another rage in him.
7 minutes that before anything happens. Like this is that time frame.
Ah, okay,
so
okay.
if you want to do something, it's not like imminently about to fall down. So
Mm-hmm.
Wish I had
So-
one spell slot left.
I have one spell slot left. So our goal is to get the crystal on our side of the wall, or to us, just to us, right? So, are we wanting Abaddon to run all the way around the long way and then run all the way back to get us the crystal? Is that what we're after right now? Potentially get stuck walking past to the tentacle beast while we're on this side.
Well, Abaddon was gonna fly.
Right.
I don't like the idea of him going back out there because we didn't go all the way to the bottom. There could be more undead there.
This is also true.
Abaddon, you did not see any on your way there. Well, the halfway there that you got before, but you did not go around
That's
the
true.
corner.
And these guys wouldn't know if they were undead at all. So Isaac, here's part of the plan.
Okay, come in. They
When
come
this
in.
wall drops, okay. First, do you have another rage in you?
I have
Or you-
one
or you
last
spin.
rage.
All right. So with you raging and me beast forming, we'll hold this thing off for a while Abaddon goes there over there and gets the crystal. That's the plan for us.
Mm-hmm.
Well, what if the crystal doesn't work?
Well,
Then I don't know.
Because apparently, because she did say that it seemed like the crystal overpowered the black crystal here overpowered the clear crystal.
So
I thought
to
you
add-
separated them.
To add a little bit to the end of Red's plan, it seemed to react to being healed at. So I was gonna have me and Elise try to cast heals through the pure crystal to see if it amplifies it somehow. And
There's usually like an arcane focus, pretty much.
yay!
I
Fair.
don't know if that's how that works, but sure.
So we're just gonna
I
check.
mean, I'm just coming up with ideas. If you ever better me, I'm down for it. That was just the first thing that came to me.
So you do not want to talk to the scholars. This is the plan that you want to do.
Well, I
I
mean,
would
they can
like-
talk, but me and Isaac are kind of.
Do y'all have an
What's this
idea?
do? We're talking about ideas, and they overhear us and be like, "Oh, by the way, we have this." Or do we have to actively engage them for them to cough up the goods?
They are currently talking to themselves. So if you would like to listen in on them as well, because they're also actively conversing with each other, not really paying attention to you. So if you want to go converse with them, they are also doing it. The same thing that you guys are doing.
I do that.
Paused.
Isaac will walk over to him. He's still got his face mask on with glowing red eyes, so just hi.
So, I'll start heading over. I suppose if that's all right, Red.
Yeah, I'm gonna stay here.
All right, and I will start. I don't need this anymore on. But I will start heading. I will undo whatever thing that you had on this door. I can't.
You had a staff there, you remove the staff.
Careful, Abaddon.
Die out there, Abaddon.
I'll be fine. Most likely.
Because we know he does know that the undead are on their way back, right?
Did you
No.
tell him that?
I did say earlier that I scared them away, or I guess I didn't share with them that I felt the energy end. By the way, Abaddon, before you go the long way around that,
Yes.
the monsters are probably on their way back from the ones I scared off originally.
Oh, it's
It
fine,
has
I'll
been
deal with
quite
it.
a long time since that happened, just letting you know.
The door's locked, Kath.
Oh, I'm sorry.
For the best. Do we really want Abaddon to go? I'm so scared for Abaddon to open that door and just let them all in or die or something.
This door
You
is
wanna-
barred. You can
Okay,
unbar
it's also
it.
not within my reach.
No, it's because I had to unbar it. And
Oh,
you're
so you
gonna
can't-
Within my reach.
open it.
Yes. Can you open it for me?
Okay. So upon opening this door, you look out there, and remembering the warning of your friends, you do see some things milling about directly outside the door. Here.
Okay.
And I don't know if you can see that one there.
I can see all three. Yes.
Yes. So, if you would like to continue, they don't seem to have noticed you yet.
Yeah.
What would you like to
Uh,
do?
I will try to stealth a Lee move.
Sure. Roll me a stealth
Actually-
check.
Actually, nah. 5. Is this kind of like a combat turn order thing that we're doing right now?
Well, you need to roll me a stealth check.
Well, what if I don't want to stealth?
Then we'll go straight to the top of the order. So Abaddon, you get to go. We'll go back to the original order, which
Yeah, so
this would be a
5
surprise
feet.
round.
So 5,
Hmm.
and then did not mean to move there. That was supposed to be freaking funky chicken. Supposed to be there. And then I
Okay.
can dash to move another 30 feet this way. And then I will fly another that many feet.
Okay. It is their turn now.
Okay. Oh, I would have shut the door behind me too.
You
Sorry, I forgot to.
didn't
I couldn't access the door.
say that.
Well, you know, I couldn't touch the door. So
I
I'm like,
will let
can't
you do it
anything.
now, but in the future you have to tell me if you're going to shut the
Okay.
door or not.
Mm-hmm. So really nice water bottle. Okay. Well, that is the end of my turn because I can't do much else.
Okay.
All right.
The creatures obviously did see you,
Yes.
and you hear them pitter-pattering behind you.
Okay.
So go ahead and take your turn.
Okay. I'm gonna cast Crit Bonfire actually right on this corner.
Okay.
So, just cause, and then I'm gonna move. $60 and then another 30 because I still have my wings up, but I have to land at the end of this turn, so I won't have my wings for the next turn.
Okay.
'Cause I believe that's how we're doing this, I think.
You
Just so
cast
it's not-
Bonfire. Was that not also your bonus action? Well, your wings would be your
Uh,
bonus action, wouldn't they?
Oh yeah, I think so.
So you do not get to move your wings.
Well, no, because create bonfires. Oh, right, I guess. Oh, right, right. So I would be back. Sorry, 30 feet. My bad.
Mhm.
So I'm there. My bad, because I'm not double dashing.
Correct.
Yes. My bad. So yes, bonfire is up.
corner there. Now, to move through the bonfire, what do they have to do? Just roll a
They have
save?
to make a save. Yep, and then if they don't, if they fail it, they take the 1d8 damage. If they pass, then they don't take damage. They just walk through it.
And it's 13?
Huh?
13 to get through it?
14.
14. Okay.
It's a dex save of 14.
Right. Since it is lit up back there, you are able to see one of the creatures walk directly into the fire, and then he
Nice.
is going to attempt to walk on through, but he did take damage from what you could tell. Now,
Now much damage? 3.
got it. So, inside the room, Abaddon has jetted off. Isaac, you went over to talk to the people while while Abaddon is walking around. You go up to the people, and they seem to be in deep conversation, and they have this large tome open in front of them. And there appears to be a roughly drawn picture of the statue. And they are discussing the uses of the statue, because with all of the lore, and this is the religious fellow, he said all of these statues are in every city in our town. Maybe they're supposed to be used for the protection against the darkness when it comes back up, but we just don't know how it's supposed to be activated. And that's what they seem to be discussing. They're discussing the statue and how to activate it, since maybe it is the key to the whole thing. And the book that he has in front of them, it does appear to have a full diagram of the statue that you can kind of look at.
Isaac will listen, and then he'll say, all right, so apparently this thing doesn't like being healed. Does any of you do anything with healing?
Oh no, we're scholars. We don't do anything like that.
All right, cool. Can I get a copy of that book later?
Sure. I mean, do you want to look at it now with us? Because this is kind of like a time-sensitive situation.
Oh no, I'm not a book guy. Our book guy just went out the door. He holds up his axe. He still has the red. He still has his mask on with the glowing red eyes. He goes, I hit things. That's my thing.
That's fair. But I'm just in the book here. There's something with the statue that we have to be able to use here. Anyway, that's as much as they can get out, Abaddon, while you were walking around. So it is your turn again. Go ahead and move.
All right.
Are we doing the group thing? You know, it's just a surprise round to move, right?
We are doing the group thing. So Dawngrave, if you also wanted to walk up and talk to them, you can. But that is what was happening with Isaac.
So I overhear their conversation?
Yes,
or
you
I
hear the
haven't
whole
been there?
conversation. You can see the book.
Okay, so I move
Okay.
60.
He's moving. You can tell me what you want to do, Dawngrave.
So there's the drawing depiction of the statues, right?
Yes.
Are there any like mechanisms or slots or anything depicted on the drawing of the statues?
Like, is it a blueprint kind of thing?
Yeah, I'm looking for like, do we need to slot in the good crystal so that it eats the bad guy?
There is
comes to
nothing
life.
on here from what you can tell, but the hands of the statue do come down into into something where it looks like it can hold. So like the wreath that her hand is in, it does look like something that can be put in there as if it was a bowl type setting. And then the other hand is up against her face, underneath the veil. But there's nothing in this particular book about where to slot another crystal. You'd probably have to go look at the statue yourself.
Okay.
All right, Abaddon,
can
you
we-
moved. You were over there. Let me move my enemies. They're not as fast as you, Abaddon.
by the way.
Yeah. Noted. Okay, so my turn or?
Hold on. You just moved. That was your turn. They're
I just
trying to
moved, yeah.
catch up.
Yeah, okay.
Uses secret entrance.
Secret tunnel.
Abaddon, I need you to roll me the damage for your bonfire again. Unless you're out of range. How far does it get? 60 feet. You're out of range.
It's gone.
Yeah,
It's gone.
okay.
It's gone. Yep.
So they're still going. That was your movement. You guys have one turn to talk to these people inside the room. Was if there's something you would specifically like to do.
Do they have any knowledge about the crystals that isn't in the book that hasn't been shared with us?
They say that they've never seen that type of crystal before. They wanted to look at it more, but Kasula was very insistent that it not leave the darker crystal, or they would have picked it up to engage with it. So they did not get to really look at it. And they did not think of anything about the statue and the crystal being an item together.
I mean, I guess we could totally just try to put that crystal in the hands of the statue.
Yeah, I'm wondering if we suggest that to Abaddon when he flies or comes through.
I mean, I'm gonna be knees deep in tentacles here, so you might have to yell that at him.
All right.
Yeah.
Abaddon, you can move again. You are coming up to
Alrighty.
the doors. The wardrobe from before is still pushed open. The doors were not shut, so they are still kind of just hanging open there.
Okay. So I'll move 15 feet there, and then I'll move 15 feet here.
Mm-hmm.
That's my movement. For my action, I want to try to stealth.
Okay.
When he comes in to view of me, can I bless him, Red, and Isaac?
Please give me a good stealth roll.
If you can
That
see
was
him.
almost good.
I can't
Nice.
currently see him, so
I stealthed at a 9.
Okay.
just when he comes up, I guess.
Yeah, so flew there. So I guess because I think I'm being sneaky,
Mm-hmm.
I'll move. Oh God dang it! Hold on. I'm searching building indexes.
Oh no.
I
It's a
hit
good
control
hobby.
space.
It's a good hobby.
And now we wait for this to load.
I'm sorry. I don't know what you're doing, but I'm sorry. I somehow feel like it's my fault.
Nope. Okay, I don't want to search. So 5 feet, and then I can move another 25 feet.
Yes.
So there. And that's where I can end my turn. Pretty much is there.
Forgot to close the door.
You want to be one to the left at all?
Huh?
Do you want to be one tile to the left at all?
I mean, yeah, probably actually would be smart.
There. Wonderful. I cast Bless on my companion.
I feel like that's a little metagamey, but okay.
What are you talking about?
I would have been
Uh,
trying to sneak out of sight of it, so I would have probably tried to hug the wall, but you know,
Mhm.
And he was against the wall. I saw him.
it's fine. It's fine.
All right. Everyone gets bless. Sneaky.
Attack rolls and saving throws rolled before. Get good.
Hashtag bless.
Hashtag bless.
Bless lasts 1 minute, yes?
Correct.
Yeah.
The creatures have lost sight of you for too long.
Stupid Phasmophobia ghost.
You spooky.
So when the next turn starts up, while Abaddon's coming through, I'm going to relay the information about the crystal and the statue having a place. It looks like it might hold said crystal. Maybe
Hang on.
it'll shoot some.
That's too many things to say in one go. Hold
Oh.
on.
Okay.
A lot of things.
Hold on. I need to roll for our creature.
Okay.
If he hadn't have been that one step to the left, the creature wouldn't have seen him.
I would like to hold an action. For the if and when this wall goes down to beast mode,
Okay.
and do my shift.
So, Abaddon, you are sneaking up as best you can. You do feel that Dawngrave gives you a bit of a bless. You feel that seep into your skin there. At the same time, the creature notices you and has turned around to completely face you. Oh,
Okay.
I can't do anything with you there. There. That's not what I wanted you to do at all.
That's the other way.
Oh god. There we
Kath,
go.
are you okay?
Fine. My fingers were all messed up of what I'm clicking on. So he has noticed you. He is going to attempt to come towards you because he is faster than you.
Okay.
Once again,
speed demon.
once again, the sorcerer has put themselves against a wall.
Hey, listen.
Abaddon, I need you to roll me a will save as the creature gets closer to you and there is no invisible wall to protect you. You feel a fear aura coming off of him.
Put your hand on my shoulder. It's a natural 15. And I don't have a plus to it.
You have a D4.
You
I
have
have
a
a D4.
hashtag bless.
Hashtag bless.
Hashtag bless.
19.
Hashtag
Okay.
bless.
Your hashtag bless keeps you from being feared as the creature ambles its way over to you.
Hello again.
He didn't attack. I think that was only 30 feet. Yeah, so he will be here, blocking your way through the door, kind of, sort of. And he is right here in your face now.
Okay.
All right, so top of the order, it's Red's turn. You can't do anything. Marco can't do anything. Isaac can't do anything. Abaddon, it's your turn.
Okay. Well, where is it? I have a thing I can do.
Close his door.
Goof.
We're just gonna. There we go.
Not dealing with that.
Jeez. Okay. Do I have to? What is it? What is this? Hold on.
So, Dawngrave, you did not get to tell him anything. That
Oh,
you
and
learned.
zero things?
Well, he had just gotten to the door, and you used bless. So
Kath, make a strength saving throw for me for the creature.
Sure. I'll say you probably got out a little bit about something with the crystal, but you didn't get to the statue. With my
Okay.
strength saving throw, I got a 13.
Hi, that fails. He moves 5 feet to my left. Sort of there.
You're pushing him?
I'm moving him over. It's a bonus action.
Can you push him through a wall? You can't see through this wall.
I can just no.
You can
I
push
can
him
just
sideways.
yeah, I could push him.
Oh, okay.
Just push him in any direction. I could try to telekinetically shove a creature you can see within 30 feet of you. The target must use on a DC strength 14 saving throw, or be moved 5 feet towards you or away from you. Frick,
Okay.
that's away from me. Hold on. I would have moved there then, and then shoved it, so it would have been moved back to there. Because that's away from me.
Okay.
And then I would have moved
That's a wall.
another 50. Listen, no, it's not. I searched the thing again. See that? No, I went through there. So that was 10, 25,
Uh-huh.
30. That was my movement. I will use my action to dash.
Fly up.
Okay, so
I'm
you used your move action, and
yes.
and now you're dashing. So you're using the
I'm
rest of
using
your
my
move action,
action.
and you've already used your bonus action.
Yes. So
Okay.
I'm moving. I'm using my action to dash. I'm gonna go as far away as this thing as I can. So I'm just gonna go there.
Okay.
And then I'll turn around. I'm like, "Where's the crystal again?" and that's about it.
It's behind the wall.
Got it.
Dawngrave, it's your turn. If you can do anything, you can
I'm
finish your
gonna-
conversation.
I finish my conversation,
Okay.
and then I'm gonna move here, and then I'm gonna mage hand shove this guy away.
Okay. I will roll a strength saving throw. I'm assuming a 11 does not.
Does not get shoved up against
To here?
her. Well, no, just straight back, straight towards her. Yeah.
Okay. Man, you guys are slapping my creature all around. I'm not a fan of that.
Just bullying the creature. Is that a cantrip or an actual spell?
It's their
Yeah,
feet.
It's the ability for this feat where he can.
Oh,
do
God,
anything.
so
We
they
are,
can-
we are telekinetic.
Guys, push him in the hole. Push him in the hole.
Just push it through the door. You have a big wall that work. Can you shove things around with a hand?
Yeah, I mean, oh
Oh
hi.
God!
So the creature can move 30 feet.
Hello there.
So he is right
Yep.
here. He does amble over the fire,
He's pissed at being pushed around.
and he does take a
Go away, go away.
little bit of damage.
Oh man.
As all the melee people are sitting on the other side of this wall. Yep. You're doing good, Abaddon.
Abaddon, what is
I like-
your AC? 15. Noted.
I feel like we should give Kasula the command to drop the wall at this point. Grab it on, like you did with the dragon cave worm thing. Look, there's like 9 of us. Okay.
Oh, I have a feeling most of them aren't helping.
Abaddon, you take 5 points of damage as the creature kind of wraps its black tendrils around your appendage of your arm sickle there. I need you to roll me a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, good. Hey, I'm proficient with that.
Okay, good.
16.
You feel that the creature was trying to pour some kind of dark energy into your arm that you were able to kind of push off. And looking down, it kind of looks more like an ooze was starting to like slide down your arm from where the beast had wrapped around you a little bit.
Oh, good.
At this point, I'm assuming one of you has turned around to say Kasula.
Yeah, I was waiting for my turn.
Okay. She will drop it, and Red,
Beast mode.
it is your turn. You did hold
Right.
beast mode, so that's fine. You're in beast mode. Abaddon is currently pinned up against the wall by the tendril monster.
Oh, hi.
Then
What is with this? What is with
Oh,
him
I-
and walls?
yeah, as soon as,
I
as, soon as
like
I walk,
not being competent.
I'll cross.
Yeah, there is no longer a wall. Hang on, I have to remove that. 2 seconds.
Moves red and wall.
Give me 1 moment.
Beast mode, give me those temporary HPs, please.
Wall is gone.
All right. Boom. Bonus action. Offhand attack.
Now, Red, because you're within 30 feet. No, you're fine.
That would be very upsetting.
No, because once you get past the fear one time, you're immune for 24 hours. So
All right. Cool. 22. Does that hit?
yes, that hits. Please deal damage.
Is it at full HP?
It is not.
Cool. Colossus Slayer. 14 points of damage.
Nice. Okay. Anything else you would like to do on your turn?
For my action, the dodge action.
Mm-hmm.
And that's my turn.
I'm assuming you're
Just gonna.
okay.
I'm trying to look big and intimidating, try and get it off at Abaddon.
Got it.
So I take the dodge, bonus action hit, dodge action.
Man,
Um,
it's really cold.
It is Marco's turn. Do, 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 do. 15.
Da-da-da-da-da.
15.
I didn't realize how cold my room was.
He can't attack. He doesn't want to block people. He is going to stay here until the next turn in case you need to tap out. And he can kind of go in there as well. Actually, no, he doesn't want to block. So... yeah, no, that's fine. He's going to stay there. And that's going to be his turn. So then it is Isaac. It is your turn.
All right.
Oh, wait.
All right. There's my movement.
Okay.
Going.
The creature is now flanked, so you get advantage on your attack.
I'm going to rage.
Rage!
I'm going to use reckless attack.
Okay.
You don't have that yet.
It says I do.
Really?
Hmm,
Awesome.
let's see.
Page 48 of the player's handbook. It's in my features and traits.
Yeah, never mind.
Yeah, you get it at second level, so you're good.
All right.
Hells yeah.
So I'm going to make a swing with my Great X.
All right.
Oh, I have goldfish crackers.
Ooh. That hits. Please roll damage.
Isaac, roll again.
I'm going to roll again to make sure I don't get a crit.
Okay.
Okay, so there's that. And I will roll damage.
Seven damage. Got it. Anything else you would like to do on your turn, sir?
I believe that is all I can do at the moment. Yes, that's
Oops.
all I can do. So
Whoops.
No.
Woo. Hang,
Do not
hang
merge
on.
Isaac with,
Sorry, my bad. My bad.
Isaac, calm down.
Sorry.
Just going into that mouth.
I was trying to click the creature. So sorry.
This isn't like some anime, okay?
Abaddon, it is your turn.
I am moving, so it can hit me if it wants.
Yes, he wants to. As you move outside of his range, he is very perturbed that his prey seems to be getting away from him, and he does land an attack on you as you're leaving out of his grip, and the tendrils kind of, you're trying to pull away out of him, and they tear your flesh a little bit, and you take 8 points of damage as the ooze kind of just seeps into your skin there. You should roll me another
8?
Constitution saving throw. Yes, 8 damage.
Okay. Okay. And am I blessed for this too, or
You are blessed. Hashtag blessed.
was a 15 still pass though? I guess well, that's fine. Well, 16.
You
Same as my
pass.
last roll.
Yep, you're
Nice.
fine. So, okay, so you've gotten over here. You do see the soft glow of the crystal here. It looks like it was kind of set there along with the other crystal at the time. So you
Is
can
the
grab
crystal
it.
there, or is it just the one crystal?
Just the one crystal. The bigger crystal is now the creature.
Okay, I'll pick it up.
Okay. You have acquired crystal.
I
It was
stole
your
my
bonus
action,
action to pick it up. Yes, so you moved. Your bonus action was to pick it up. So now you have an action.
I can still see the creature, like partially from my side. Kinda, or no?
I would say no. The side of the wall here probably blocks you.
Okay. Okay. I believe.
I wonder if I can. Hold on. I have an idea. Hold
Can
on.
I? Okay.
Can I do? I'm sorry.
What?
That was me.
Did she touch the?
I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
button?
I can see everything. Holy.
Okay. That's what I was trying to do, but I may have broken my computer. Please bear with me.
That's what you're trying to do?
Oh my god.
Uh-oh.
I was wondering.
I wanted to
Yeah,
remove
don't
the
dive.
fog of war. Okay. Never remove the fog of war midstream again. I understand. I'm sorry. I made mistakes. Because
Computer go burr.
Well, I was thinking about it because you guys said you wanted to be able to see everything for your streams, and I was like, well, maybe I could remove the fog of war, but it kills my computer.
It is appreciated.
Yeah, but jeez, Louise.
Sorry. Anyway, is everybody okay? You can see now. I'm sorry
Can
about
I
that.
hold for my action? Can I just hold a? Yeah, I will hold a first level chaos bolt until I
Okay.
can see it. And that'll be my action.
Okay.
So yeah, I'll just tear the rift through the seams and kind of pull out a bolt and just hold it and wait till I can see it.
Okay. Now,
Where's the fabric of reality? Sorry, go ahead.
if it's not used by the time your next turn comes around, it is lost.
Yeah, it just fades.
Okay. Dawngrave, it is your turn. Hi, Dawngrave.
Hi, I'm here. It's me, Dongrave. It's gonna toll the dead on Tentacle Boy.
Woo! Toll the dead, yeah!
Wisdom save of 13.
Wisdom save throw, yeah! You got a 4 on die, so that's a no, sir.
Elven points of damage.
Elven points of damage, very nice. You toll the dead, and those little ding-dong bells show up around him once again, and the creature looks extremely weakened. From when you remember fighting him last time, you'd probably guess he's almost halfway down. From what you remember the last time you fought him. Unless he's gotten stronger, you've done about the same amount of damage as you did before.
Is this something my compatriots know?
Yes, that's what everyone
Okay.
sees. Based on what you all fought before, you've done roughly the same amount of damage as last time. Would you like to do anything else on your turn?
I gooched a little bit, but that's it.
Elise's turn.
At least gonna do DPS.
She's going to cast Healing Horde. Since she knows that that deals damage.
Gotta be an odd feeling for her doing damage.
Her spell does successfully seem to connect with the creature as little ruptures come throughout its main portion of the bodies. The tendrils, the wispy tendrils that were flowing off of it, a lot of them have started to fade at this point as if it's trying to pull back in on itself. And you can kind of see more of its core than you were ever able to before. That is her turn. So now it is the bad guy's turn. I think I hit everybody. Red moved, Isaac.
Okay.
Yes, okay.
Yeah,
So
I
it is
did
the-
myself too, so I'm good.
Bad guy's turn. Red and
I think Marco's
Isaac.
the only one.
Marco moved forward, but he did not attack.
Okay.
Okay.
Red and Isaac, what is your guys' AC?
16 for me, but he rolls a disadvantage.
Okay.
16 for me also.
But no disadvantage?
Advantage on Isaac, actually.
Yeah, advantage on me because I used reckless.
Oh, fun. Red, you feel like if you weren't you right now, you probably would have gotten hit. But Isaac, you did get hit. So what happens is this creature kind of does a outward burst of energy, and all of its dark tendrils kind of go out in a circle around him. So at this point, everyone in within 5 feet of him have been affected by this. He does kind of like a burst attack. Red, you did step out of it so that you weren't injured, and then you're back into it. But my dear Isaac,
Yes.
you take
kind of
12
damage
points of necromancy damage. I keep wanting to say the wrong word.
Necrotic.
Necrotic. Sorry.
Right.
Yes. All good.
Just
Necrotic's
never
easier to
forget.
say than necromancy.
Never forget necromancy.
Necromancy.
Necromancy, like romance on the neck.
That's what vampires do.
Yeah.
So you have taken 12 damage from that burst attack that the creature has done. And as the attack hits you, you see and almost feel as if your life energy is pulled towards the creature, and he seems to be stronger for it.
Damn it.
AKA he's healed.
Gonna have to hit it harder.
Top of the order. Red, your turn.
All right, I'm gonna move here so I can
Okay.
face it. Bonus action, gonna make an attack.
Is it still flanked?
Oh
It's
man.
flank, so
Okay,
advantage.
good.
You are so lucky.
Oh,
Dang.
I'm well aware. I'm the luckiest boy.
Not one turned 18.
Yeah,
Dang.
that's a pretty good trade-off. So yeah, I'll
That
be taking
hits.
that one.
Yep.
Let's get some Colossus Slayer in there. It's another 7 points of damage.
Okay.
And I will main hand attack him.
All right. Wait, what was that first one?
A bonus action.
You have to do your main attack before you can do a bonus action.
Do I?
Yes, your bonus
I can-
action is last.
Okay, well then that was my bonus action.
Just
Thought
for
I could just
future
do a bonus
reference in
action.
case it ever matters, you know.
Thought I could do my bonus action whenever I wanted.
Man, that was the same roll for your
It was.
offhand and for your main hand.
I don't like that. Alright, deal your damage.
So it's just 4 points of slashing damage.
Okay. But yeah, it's just in the rules that the bonus action goes last, so you do all of your main stuff and then bonus action at the end there. As it's extra.
Okay.
But that's good. Anything else you'd like to do on your turn?
No. I'm
Okay.
just trying to be a nuisance to it so it doesn't go after Abaddon.
Marco saw
He was
him
going to
do the
deploy it.
burst attack, and he really doesn't want to get close to it.
That's a good idea.
I have a good idea.
Is there anything else you can do? He's going... That's the wrong thing. He's going to... Again, wrong thing. He's going to go over here to be with outside of that radius because he saw that it was kind of in that general area. And he is here to run in at a moment's notice if you need assistance. But he's not going to do anything. So, it is Isaac's turn.
And it's still flanked.
Yes, it is.
I have advantage.
Please roll 2 nat 1s.
There's the first one. There's the second one.
Hashtag blessed.
Hashtag
Hashtag
blessed. That's for the first one. Or is that just for the one that was higher? Okay.
I was just gonna go with the one that was higher, but
You do not hit.
okay. I will go with my bonus action and go with my spike armor.
Okay.
Do I get advantage on
Give it
that
a big
also?
hug.
Yeah, he's still flanked.
Yeah.
was almost a natural one on that one.
I saw that.
Yep.
Are you gonna roll the second one? Hashtag
Bang.
blessed.
Well,
You do not hit.
Oh well.
You
the dice roll tonight. Damn.
see
Wow.
Red on the other side kind of taunting this creature, and every time Red moves, the creature tries to follow his actions, and then that causes you to miss yours. But he is severely wounded from what you can tell. So, anything else you'd like to do before your turn ends?
I just cuss at it and end turn.
Okay. Abaddon, the creature never came back
Yes.
within your sight, so your Chaos Bolt faded, but you
Doesn't
can
it fade at the end of my next turn?
post it in chat. Let me see.
Well, no, because like for a held action, I think I have to use it before the end of my next turn. I think is that how it works?
I always thought
Usually you
ended
lose it before you, like, as soon as your next turn starts, any held actions are gone.
Hold on.
Take a ready action on your turn that can activate later in the round. So that round is
Well, you
over,
can
it is a new
activate it
round.
before.
Sorry, say that one more time.
So the actions in combat, it says you can hold an action for that round. That round is over. We are in the next round
okay,
at
so
this
it just
point.
fizzles out, and I just don't cast pretty much the
Correct.
full spell. Okay. So I don't use a spell slot, but
Mhm.
okay.
Because it didn't actually get cast.
Okay.
So what would you like to do?
Okay, I will.
You
I
can
guess
see the statue.
5, 10. Oh, wait a minute. I'm
You
not gonna
did
move yet,
hear
hold on.
everything Dongrave told you about the statue.
Which is what again? Sorry.
Try to put crystal in bowl of the hands.
Is there a bowl or something that I see?
So looking at the statue, from what you're looking at here, she does appear to be holding a wreath in her right hand that does have a center where you could put something, and the other hand is resting on the cheek, the one that you can't see under the veil.
I don't want to search things. Mother of...
You have to let go before you hit the space.
Yes. And then I'll bonus action fly over to here.
Okay.
And then I'll drop the crystal in the bowl.
Okay. There is no immediate discernible effect.
Okay, cool.
That is your turn.
Do I still have my action, or does it bonus action at my turn?
You moved. You bonus action, so because you bonus actioned, you can't action anymore. I'm pretty sure. Because bonus action is supposed to be after your action.
So I pulled it up real quick. I see that you can do your bonus action. Let's see what I have.
You what?
Choose when to take a. You choose when to take a bonus action during your turn, unless the bonus action time is specified. And anything that deprives you of your ability to take actions also prevents you from taking a bonus action.
Yeah, because like you can use a bonus action to hide as a rogue before you do your action, because then you get sneak attack damage.
All right. Well, then if you would still like to use your action, you can.
Okay. You're 65 feet away.
Yes.
Okay. I guess after dropping it, I'll just turn to it, and I'll kind of reach my hand out into space, pull out a bolt to Fabric of Reality, and I'll throw it at this guy and just cast Chaos Bolt.
Sure. Do it.
Is that
You
25
hit.
to hit?
Yes. Do your damage.
I am doing so good today.
It's
Holy
a-
frick.
It's a good day for him.
Oh, I know. It's beautiful today. Nice. And that'll be force damage.
Is he still flanked?
I
So
don't think it'll count for that.
at this point, the creature takes a large amount of damage from Abaddon's general direction. And you see that since he seems to have taken enough damage at this point that all of the dark tendrils coming off of it kind of come back into his center core being, and he is collapsing in on himself back into a crystal at this point. So,
Oh, good.
Dawngrave, it is your turn, and the creature is no longer quote-unquote alive right now. He is back to being a crystal. What would you like to do for your turn?
The creature was closer to the statue. Okay, so I think we need to get creature crystal in bed with the good crystal. 'Cause that was holding him at bay before, right? So
It was, but okay.
what?
I can't see anything. It's not my turn. No.
So what would you like to do, Dawngrave?
Is scooping a crystal in action?
Bonus action to pick it up.
Eonis.
Okay, so I'm going to scoop the crystal.
Okay.
Oh god, it's fine. That's 10, and then I give me 15 more. Go away, please. Thank you. Okay, I've scooped said crystal. Now, how far away is that? A disappointing distance away.
Chuck it.
I mean, I don't want to just chuck it, but
Good on catch.
I'm going to mage hand the crystal 30 feet towards Abaddon. Towards
Okay.
Abaddon.
Dan.
And where are you putting it?
I guess on one of this table somewhere.
Okay. Ooh, sorry.
Okay.
Hang on. That mound of
Worst
flesh.
case scenario, it comes back up and eats Abaddon, right? That's not that.
Consumes me.
Just tentacles
Yay.
up towards Abaddon. No, 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 no.
So you already used your bonus action. How are you using your mage hand?
to place the crystal there. Where he's at.
It's an action.
Oh,
to
you
summon. It's a
action
bonus
it.
action.
Okay.
Oh, it's a bonus action to move?
It's a bonus action to move.
Never mind. I guess I'm just chuck it at Abaddon then. Can I throw it? That's
Okay, so instead
an
of
action,
doing the thing,
right?
you're gonna chuck it.
yeah, my bad.
Okay.
I'm gonna whip it over there at Abaddon.
Swear it's gonna,
Abaddon's
go up.
back!
It's gonna fall in a crack or something like that.
I'm gonna be holding it. It's gonna spawn right on me. This is gonna be fine.
Sorry, just put it in the hole.
God, I'm already. Oh, good. No, this is
Oh, I
fine.
thought the crystal path.
No, this is fine. No, this is fine.
Hold on. We're gonna count this as a ranged attack, just to throw it.
How far can
So
I throw it?
It's 40 feet.
yeah, 40 feet. So roll an attack, a ranged attack, and then we will see if you get it to where you were wanting it to be.
God.
AKA, don't roll a nat 1.
Let's see.
Somebody. I got it.
Ranged attack. I will roll a d20 and we'll figure out what's that. That's plus dex. I don't have it. Oh,
Okay.
Excuse me.
I chuck. I want it closer to other crystals, please.
Don Gray
No.
was never that great at sports.
Look, man.
Yeah. Well, what's your
I can-
dexterity modifier?
It isn't.
Okay.
And
It's a 0.
If it's an attack roll, would that be #blessed?
Oh, that's a good point.
Technically, you
No,
can
you're not blessed,
add.
Oh,
Yeah,
I'm
you
not
didn't
blessed,
bless
that's right.
yourself. Yeah, never mind. Okay, so you scooped it up, and in the same motion as you scooping it, you kind of do like an underhanded toss, trying to get it as close as you could to Abaddon as you're kind of getting into the room. You don't realize that you're kind of walking upstairs as you're trying to toss it, so you trip a little bit, and you chuck it, and it goes a little wide into the air in like a nice under arch, and then it flops right back down in between the two bench areas, and you can no longer see it.
Good.
Perfect.
Good. That's fine.
It is now Elise's turn. Is anybody currently wounded?
Hiya!
Well, you're too
Isaac is.
far. Oh, Isaac is, okay.
I'm only half my health down. Actually, no, I'm not. That's a
She
lie.
is going to healing word you. You're going to heal 5 damage.
He grunts angrily at her.
Okay.
Thank you.
Bad guy's turn. He is a crystal. Top of the order, Red. It is your turn.
Oh hell.
Dawngrave has chucked the crystal to where you can no longer see it.
Okay, but I'm still gonna try and just get up here in case something does happen. I want to be up here.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, that's my turn.
All right. Marco's turn. I can see it here. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. Isaac, your turn. Marco's the fast boy. No, fast boy.
I don't think did I take damage on the last turn?
No,
Okay, so that means my rage ends.
you gotta heal instead. She
Yeah.
could have slapped you if you had preferred.
Well, let's not
Smack
bring
your
up.
homie's ass for 1d8 healing
Let's not
damage.
bring up unwanted feelings for Isaac
Oh no.
here. Smack! Oh, what a woman!
Oh my god.
It's like, oh!
Oh, I didn't know that about myself. Okay.
Oh god. Okay, what would you like to do
So-
on your turn, sir, Mr. Non-Ragey Rager?
He's going to run 30 foot.
You only have a 20
Wait,
as a dwarf.
Yes, 25. Sorry.
25 plus
Sorry.
25. And he's going to try to jump from here onto that there.
Give me an athletic check. Hold
You're
on.
gonna fall on your face and it's gonna be funny.
Give me an acrobatics check, yeah.
Acrobatics.
Yes, please.
It'd be funny if you got a nat 1. That's a damage.
Yes!
Oh, damn.
What did you want to do with that again? I'm sorry.
He's jumping from there and he's going to try to land about. Trying to remember how to do the clicky thing.
Just click and hold.
Okay. Yeah,
Okay.
that there. He's going to try to land about there.
Dawngrave, you slightly tripped up the stairs and chucked the crystal over there in between the two benches, and behind you, you hear a tup, 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 whoo! And Isaac kind of does a little somersault in the air and lands on top of the bench, looking very proud of himself, looking down into where the crystal ought to be.
Nailed it.
Movement, did that. Anything else you'd like to try to do?
Can you see the crystal anywhere?
Yes, you can see it directly there where this mound of nothingness is. That's technically where the crystal is.
Am I able to reach it? I know that's diagonal. That's why I'm asking.
Shh. You'd have to get down off of the bench.
I don't have any more movement, so I can't get down off the bench.
Yeah, it's on the floor.
He's just going to raise his axe and ready for the thing to come out.
Okay.
It's like, whoop!
Abaddon.
When you fucking come out, I'm going to hit you.
Me?
It is your turn.
Alright, this is probably a stupid idea, but I'm still flying. Technically.
Okay.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
I'm gonna fly up here.
Uh-huh.
Can I see the crystal if I'm like 15 feet up?
Yes.
Okay.
Did you want to be there or did you want to be there?
There.
Okay.
Where I'm at. I'm gonna use my action to... Is it a... Hold on. Yeah, I will, for my action, I will cast Mage Hand
Mhm.
right where the crystal is, because I can cast it somewhere within 30 feet of me.
Okay.
And then bonus action, I will bring my Mage Hand towards me, grab the crystal from it.
Okay.
It's such a stupid idea. I'm gonna move back this way,
Okay.
and then I don't have anything else, so I can't drop it in the thing.
Okay.
So I'm just holding this crystal right now.
Well, your mage hand is holding the crystal, or did you take it from your mage hand?
The Mage Hand is holding
That's
the crystal.
important information. Okay.
Yes. It is holding
Where
it,
is
like,
your mage hand holding
nearby
it?
me.
Like
Like,
here?
off to my. No, actually, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Because I was here.
Right.
Oh, I would have made the Mage Hand go and drop the crystal in the bowl.
Okay. So you summon the mage hand, it picks it up, and it pulls it over, but it does not have a chance to drop it.
Okay,
That's
well, I
what's
will.
sitting in
Well,
there.
I will make the Mage Hand go and just settle itself in the bowl.
Okay. So it is right where it ought to
Boom.
be in the thing.
Until it let goes, but.
You are pretty darn sure the crystal is all the way over there next to the lighted
Okay, cool.
crystal.
Okay, well, I'm gonna move next to it just so I can verify.
Sure.
Sure. I'm just gonna look and be like, okay.
So you see the
Pinnacle of the
crystal
faith.
there, and as you take your final couple steps towards it, you see that the dark crystal, the energy inside of it, it's starting to reform. And
good.
on its turn, or basically at the end of your turn, the creature has fully reformed next to you, and it is no longer a crystal.
The shot, baby.
So,
Hit it again.
it is Dawngrave's turn. Dawngrave, you see this happening. It has
I'm
fully
5 feet
reformed.
above it.
It took one full turn from when it was destroyed.
How high was the hands off the ground, by the way?
Of this
the statue?
statue?
Yeah.
She's about 10 feet off of the ground total. Like from head to foot. So like the head
Okay.
is 10 feet, so the hands are probably right at 5 or 6.
Okay, well, I would have been 5 feet above pretty much the bowl. Just
Okay.
so you're aware. That's what I was thinking. Because if it was 10 feet up, it would have been 15, but if it was 5, it would have been 10.
So does the creature just plop into the floor?
Yes. The creature has plopped into the floor since it couldn't use the space that it was currently taking up. Let me roll a percentage.
Damage.
Oh, shut
The
buddy.
crystal is dislodged, and it has tumbled into the water at the base.
Oh!
Oh,
Sorry.
Good.
I rolled really low.
Oh, fine.
So it
So the Mage
is
Hand.
Dawngrave. It is your turn, sir.
Bongrave's gonna hit it again, as it were. I'm gonna scooch up, and I'm gonna cast some bells at the death's tendons.
Now, I just want you to know he has fully reformed. He does not appear to have taken any damage.
Warning. This does not change my course of action.
Very good, sir. Toll the bell. He has passed your toll the bell.
No bells are tolled this day.
Yes. Anything else you would like to do on your turn?
No.
Okay.
For the record, Abaddon's been thinking about Luwala this entire time. Just like, man, how am I going to explain these marks to her?
Good.
I'm like, how in the hell?
The whole time he's just like, the smell of her hair.
Oh my god. It is Elise's turn. She's gonna move closer. Doesn't appear that anyone else is injured. So she's just gonna kind of hold her action for now. Then it's the creature's turn. The creature's going to attack you, Abaddon, since you're kind of right there.
Am I in range of it? I mean, sure.
You're 5 feet above him,
No, I was 5 feet above the bowl.
which is 10,
Yeah.
and he takes up a 5x5 square, which means you'd be above him.
Yes. Yes. You are correct.
Tentacles up the legs.
So he is grasping at your legs. He misses, by the way. But you feel him trying to go. He definitely can reach you where you are.
I was like, tuck my legs, and I'm like, oh, you naughty, naughty.
Dear God.
I've read this scroll somewhere.
I've seen this play.
Red, it is your turn, sir.
Yeah. Alright, I guess I'll move here and try and get its attention.
Okay, how are you trying to get its attention?
Yelling, screaming at it.
Roll an intimidation. Or however you want to do it. You can try diplomacy. I don't really care, but
No, I gotta do something. I want its attention, and I'm scared to do it.
do it.
All right, I'm gonna huck one of my axes at it. I'm
I
gonna
was
take the
taking a
dodge
sip
action. I'm
of
hucking
water.
that.
Were you the one that killed someone, or did your ranger get killed?
No, neither.
Oh,
I'm going to get hit by an axe.
In the butt.
Roll your attack. I want to
Yeah.
see it.
8.
Well, you miss. But do you draw
hold
his attention? Oh yeah, you did get the hashtag
10.
bless. You still miss. But you have successfully, it was kind of reaching up towards Abaddon, and Abaddon had tucked his knees in as his wings were kind of keeping him above. And as you chuck the axe, it hits the water in front of him, and it turns towards you, and if it had eyes, you'd feel like it's boring into your soul.
Good. I'll just hold my other axe and just wait for it. Dodge action.
It is Marco's turn.
Do something, Marco. Don't die. That is not an option.
Marco's gonna try to attack it. He is a brave
Marco,
lad.
Fucking up my plans.
He's a brave lad.
You're fucking up the game here, Marco.
Marco
Marco's like, I got
misses.
this.
Marco
I
like,
was like,
"Ah!"
Hey, I'm over here. Marco goes, don't worry, I got it red. No!
He thinks you missed. It's fine. So he
Didn't it?
runs up behind the creature because you had drawn its attention, so he thought he could get an attack off, and he misses both of them. That is unfortunately all of his turn. Isaac,
Marco.
it is your turn. What would you like to do?
A knife. No.
No.
I really don't have any other options, so I'm gonna try to jump like this way.
Athletics.
Where's my axe, by the way?
7. Hashtag bless.
Or did it go into the portal?
9.
There's no portal. What do you mean? What portal?
I know your worlds, Cat. The portal where all missed ranged attacks go.
Isaac, roll me a d4.
Ready?
Okay.
3.
So you are a little overconfident from jumping up on this one over here.
was
And
really
you
cool.
attempt to jump over the gap there, which normally shouldn't be an issue. But you stumble a little bit on the other side
Shit.
and slip off and take 3 points of damage as you kind of tumble onto the ground. But you are now by the creature because you have kind of tumbled your way this way as you took a little bit of damage. And here you
Can I-
are.
Can I swing at him from the ground?
Well, you're not
'Cause I
prone.
assume-
You
Oh,
just
okay,
you hit your ankle jumping over, and so your
Okay.
your shin really hurts, but you're standing.
All right. I will I will go for a. You know what? Screw it. I'm gonna go with the
You're gonna go
reckless attack.
Okay.
Oh wait, no. Is he flanked currently?
No, Abaddon does not count. He's floating above him.
Yep. Hi.
But Marco doesn't count either.
That is not a flanked position where you are. To be flanked, you need to be over here under Abaddon.
Okay, sounds good. Well, do I have any more movement? Da-da-da-da, jump from there. Yeah. So 20. So about 5.
Sure.
I don't think I can get up under him, could I?
No.
10 feet in the air.
Yeah.
Well, I am 5. I am 4 foot tall.
Yeah. Very fair.
I mean, Abaddon's more, since we don't have any vertical here, Abaddon is actually more directly above the creature. So we'll move him here, but he's technically directly above the creature. So you can move here.
Okay.
I will move there. I'll just do it the old-fashioned way. There we go.
Okay.
And since I am now flanking him,
Yes.
I will go with my great axe.
Roll again.
It's hard to say, is it?
Because that doesn't hit.
No.
Your hashtag bless can't
bless,
save
though.
you. No.
Yeah, no,
Never
no.
mind.
I guess
So
I'll
you
use
miss.
my bonus attack to armor spike attack him.
Okay.
And then I guess try to hashtag bless that.
Well, you get another roll.
Oh yeah, I did get another roll, don't I?
Come on, man. There you go. Deal your damage.
It really wanted to be a 7.
It really did.
Mm-hmm.
For 6 piercing damage to it.
Nice. Okay. So you missed a whole bunch, and then you just kind of hip check him angrily, and you deal some damage.
It's just ah!
All right, Abaddon, it is your turn. This creature is no longer paying attention to you. He is surrounded by your friends. Do you want to firebolt them?
For a second, I swear I thought you said fireball them. I was like, please don't. I might make it, but Marco won't.
I have to
know.
move you. There's collision there.
Yeah,
Where are you
just
trying to
leave
go?
me there.
Okay. You're still
on
10
to-
feet in the air, by the way.
Yeah, but I mean, I did move away from him, so I don't know if he gets attack opportunity because he would have been still just 5 feet away. So
He would,
that's
but
up
he
to you
gets a
if you wanna do it, but-
disadvantage. He misses.
How is he disadvantage?
Because he's flanked.
Is that
I'm
how that
giving him
works?
disadvantage now. Whether he's flanked or not, he has disadvantage.
Okay. I'm going to. I forgot to mark that down earlier. I'm going to point at him and wink, and I'm going to cast Witch Bolt.
Okay. Abaddon is winking at the enemy.
18.
That does connect. Deal your damage.
2.
Excellent.
Bzz.
Full damage. I
Like
got
with a
it.
shock pen, just bzz.
Bzz. Okay. Abaddon casts his spell, and you see another strike of lightning onto the creature. Is this the one that connects to it, and then you hold it?
Yes, indeed.
Okay.
Lasts for 10 rounds because it's a minute.
So there is a beam of crackling blue energy holding on from the creature from Abaddon. So you guys kind of see that there. Anything else you can do on your turn, sir?
Bonus action. I'm going to move. Did I see the crystal and where it landed?
It is under Isaac's feet.
Okay, well, I would
In the
bonus action
water.
use my mage hand to pick that up and bring it towards me.
You will have to search for it. I don't know if
Oh.
it can pick it up in his square while he's kind of dancing around.
Um,
So you can't bonus action it up.
Just
It would have to be a
even
full
with,
action.
even with my passive 14 investigation.
Right. It would have to be an actual action, not a bonus action, to pick it up.
Quick. I will. Have anything else I could do then on my turn?
And does your mage hand require concentration?
I don't think so. Nope.
Okay. Just
Does not.
checking.
Oh. Um.
Is there something else you would like to do?
Nah, there's nothing else. I was looking to see if I wanted to do a shove, but no, I don't. I missed it on my turn.
Dongrave, your
Also,
turn.
I've landed, by the way. I've landed on that little stool. I like Grace Suit landed.
Okay.
Yes. Before I pointed my finger winking at the enemy.
I'm going to
He does appear
Sure.
wounded.
and then I'm going to toll the bells.
Okay.
That feller.
He got a 6 on die, so he failed.
Devastating
Ooh.
for him.
Okay. Anything else you would like to do? You want to move closer? What would you like
No,
to
I'm
do?
good back here.
You're good? Okay. That was Dongrave's turn. It's Elise's turn. She's going to quote-unquote heal at it. That is a ranged attack, right? Hold on.
I believe so.
For healing word.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, it's just an amount of range, so.
Okay. She does a little bit of healing word damage to it. And then it is the creature's turn. It's going to do that burst attack again. And miss both of you. Awesome. Okay.
Isaac was ready for it this time.
Apparently. Red, top of the order. It is your turn.
All right.
Your axe is underneath the creature.
Can I pick it up from here?
No. You would be reaching into his square. And he wouldn't let you do that without taking damage. So you can.
I'll take the damage. I'll take the damage to grab my axe.
Sure.
Sure. How much damage do I take?
25.
I'm still standing.
Not happy, but still
You
standing.
take 4 damage as you reach into his space to try to get your axe back, and just brushing one of those dark tendrils kind of irritates your skin, and it peels back a little bit, dealing damage to you.
Okay. At this point, is he effectively surrounded?
Yeah. There's a statue on the other side of him, yeah.
Okay. Do I get advantage on my attacks?
Yeah.
Cool.
Everybody
First
does.
attack.
Roll
Hi-ya.
2 die.
Oh, hope it's better than a 9.
Hashtag bless.
And
Doesn't
it
matter because you got
was.
it. Alright?
So we'll do. Get out of the way.
Damage him.
That'll be 13 points of damage with the Colossus Slayer.
Very nice.
And then bonus action. Rolling again. Huzzah!
Much better. Do your damage.
Then roll 1d6. Plus 3. For a grand total of 6 more damage.
Excellent. Anything else you can do on your turn?
That's it.
Okay. It is Marco's turn. He is going to also try to attempt to slash at the creature
With advantage.
with advantage, and he hits. And he does deal slashing damage.
First hit of the game from Marco.
He's
No, it's not.
damaged
I don't
the
want.
undead. Yeah, he damaged the undead up top.
Yeah,
Okay,
he
yeah,
hasn't hit
that's
this
right.
thing yet, though, but yeah, he definitely did the undead.
Isaac, your
First hit of the
turn.
battle.
Of this battle, yes.
How is it looking right now?
Tentacly.
A little over half, from what you can tell.
Okay. I'm going to.
Red messed it up per bad.
Just like life.
Gonna go for my Great Axe. Shashink.
That does hit. Roll damage.
Advantage for crit.
Gonna go for the crit.
God, I was so close on my end.
That is not a crit.
So there's that. Go for the damage.
Okay. Your slashing damage, contrary to what you thought he was, so I guess he just hadn't had a chance to kind of revert into his shell yet. As your axe takes a swing on through him, the core of his being once again does the reverting back into a gem at the end of your turn, and it clinks back down onto the ground.
Can I bonus action pick it up, and slam it in the bowl?
Sure.
All right, so it's in the bowl ahead of me.
Awesome.
Above me there.
You
Now
have
we
it in
gotta-
the bowl.
Yeah. Now we got to get the crystal. So I guess it's somebody else's turn.
It is Abaddon's turn.
Okay. Can I? Hold on. There's a advertisement thing that popped up my freaking.
Oh no!
It's fine. I don't even know what it said. But I will. Can I see the gem? Can I use an action to mage hand search for the gem?
Yes. Now that Isaac isn't fighting anybody, he's not like kicking it between his feet there, so yes, you can pick it up as a bonus action.
Okay, I'll pick it up as a bonus action and put it in the bowl.
Okay. You drop it into the bowl. Nothing discernible happens.
Can I look at its other hand? The one that's on its face? Like, is it missing an eye?
Hold on.
That's the end of my turn, by the way. I'm not
Okay.
moving.
So
Sorry,
Isaac,
now we're going through.
you look up, and the hand that's against the cheek on the inside, it does look like she's looking downward, and you can see a very small divot in the middle of her forehead, but it doesn't look as if it's enough to hold something. But it is Dawngrave's turn. What would you like to do, sir?
So, remind me where both crystals are.
They are on the statue in the bowl, like in her little hand
the bowl.
thing there.
Can I? And nothing like out of the ordinary is happening because they're all up on each other in the bowl, right?
Correct. They are, from what you can tell, they're probably touching in the bowl.
Okay, I'm gonna scooch up a bit,
Mm-hmm.
and then I would like to. I guess I don't know about divot and forehead. Can I see divot and forehead from here, or is that
No.
because it's under the?
It's under the veil, so you have to get up under it to look up.
Well, guess since it's come back once, and I don't know about anything cool like that, I'm going to be ready to tell the Belzont when it comes back.
Okay. It is Elise's turn. She also doesn't really know what to do, so she's just kind of getting a little closer, and then kind of changes her mind a little bit, and then she's fine. Okay.
She doesn't wanna
Creature
get
is
up
a
in that mess.
gem. Red, it is your turn. Isaac.
Creatures of Jim.
Yep, creature is a gem. Isaac
tried to
doesn't do
do something
anything.
with the statue.
Yep.
I don't know what to do. So I'm just gonna get ready to attack it if I see it.
Okay.
Wait, Splin, did your profile picture change midway through this stream? Or is
It
just
looks
for
the
me?
same to me.
It changed for me. It was like the old like orange. Okay, whatever.
Okay.
That's fine. I just tripped me a little bit. I'm like, who the heck is in our call now? I'm like, oh, it's just this Meg. It's fine.
No, I'm gonna hold that. I don't know what to do here.
Okay. Marco is holding action. Isaac, it is your turn.
All right, Isaac will yell for someone to tell the
Like-
scholars there's.
Is it a
given-
button?
And then Isaac's gonna try to touch it and see if he can push the hole in.
Okay. You climb up a little bit onto the statue, and you kind of like put your finger into where the divot ought to be, and your fingers rests in it without any issue. It does feel deep enough to maybe press a gem into, like the gem that you can see before is probably roughly the same size, but you're not sure how it's supposed to adhere to it. So you could just try moving it.
The way you made it sound last is like there's a crystal that couldn't go in it.
Right, it's a divot, but there's nothing for it to socket into.
Okay.
Can he discern which crystal would go into it?
The smaller one.
He'll grab the smaller one and try to push it in there, even if he has to hold it with his thumb.
So let's see, you got up, touched
Unless
it.
I can't do anything.
Picking up would be a bonus action. Unless you can have another action, you cannot get it into the slot this round.
Okay, I do not have 2 actions, so...
Okay.
Can he, like, sacrifice his movement to do it?
I don't think so. Let me double check.
I mean, you can't sacrifice your movement for another action.
Well, he needs
But
another
he's-
action then.
Okay.
So he cannot.
So does he just have it like up in there, and he's got his thumb up there like he's
You
going to put
you
it
have
in there?
currently picked it up, and you have not
Okay.
moved towards it. So you got up onto the statue, you checked the hole in the head, and then you've picked up the crystal. So you climbed, checked it, picked up crystal. That's what you've done. And now at the end of your turn, the creature is reforming. And he is now reformed. He slides again out of the little basin that you guys had stuck it into before. And it is Abaddon's turn.
Does
Do me and
Held
Marco's
action
health
go off?
actions go off?
Yes.
Gentlemen's first. Marco, go ahead.
Okay. Jesus.
Check it out, smack.
Whack.
Marco
Damage, my
hits.
class player triggers, please.
Right.
Don't drop the dice, Kath.
No yeeting the dice.
No yeetis thine diceth.
Okay.
Breaking the D&D commandment.
Damage. He does a lot of damage as he's reforming. Go ahead, Red.
Good, Marco, good. That's
Marco.
the wrong button. Wish you could save that damage, though.
You call it right? Like that's just hit him now.
There's a 15 and a 24.
Okay, yeah, you hit. I'll let you keep that damage this time.
I was thinking about asking. I was like, nah, that's too greedy. But all right,
It's
cool.
fine.
17 points of damage.
I'll let you keep it. You're never gonna see
Oh.
that again. It's fine.
Probably offhand.
Okay, Dawngrave, you had Toll the Dead, right? Also saved.
Thanks. More swinging off.
No, wait, no. If you hold one action, I think it's just one swing. It's not 2.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah, it's just
Yeah,
one
no.
swing. It's not two.
Yep.
All right,
Toll the Dead.
I'll keep 17.
Just everybody starts whooping up on this monster as
He
soon as he
failed
comes out of it.
Toll the Dead.
Right.
He failed.
Failed.
So you take the
Well, look at all this guy's damage.
Jesus.
Look at
Can you
everybody
guys
go, man.
stop max damaging my creature?
Mark Max damage, dude. Even if
Sorry,
they're just
Kat, I got time to make
Abaddon.
up for.
Now's your time.
I want to
I
point
do
out
have
that
a-
Marco also max damaged.
Yeah.
Yeah. Marco.
What the hell?
Abaddon, it's your time, buddy.
It's your
Abaddon.
time,
I'm
Abaddon.
gonna roll a natural one. Watch me. Now, my witch bolt, did that end as soon as it turned into a crystal or no?
It did. It disconnected.
Got it. Okay. I have one thing left to do, and I don't really want to waste it. But I'm gonna do it anyways, but I'm going to firebolt it, and I'm gonna roll a natural one. It's gonna be great. Nope.
Hey,
21.
Nice.
Marvel's
Roll
not even
your-
actually pretty decent.
Oh, your damage.
damage.
All it is the max damage, you know. That's pretty
No,
close.
7. It was close. It was close. At least it wasn't a 1.
Okay, let's see.
Good.
20, 37. You did 44 points of damage to my creature.
Dang. Also, am I able to bonus action, snag the crystal out from his hand and put it in the forehead.
What about the forehead? It's
Well,
like under
it's-
the
I saw you guys,
You can.
but I don't know if I can see it.
So here's the thing: you can take it. You still can't do anything with it because your action was already used.
Well, it's a bonus action to grab or
To
like, I
take
guess,
it,
to move the
yes,
hand.
but you
I
can't
guess, yeah,
put it up.
that's true. I mean, I'll still move it like in front.
I just gotta
Um,
take my thumb and press it in.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, it's fine. So it's that was Abaddon's turn. It's Dawngrave's turn.
I'll be right back. I'm gonna get some more water. My water bottle's
well,
got a
just in case he reforms. Wait, did he crystallize or no?
Not yet. He is severely wounded.
He told the dead.
Max damage.
He passes your Toll the Dead.
Just roll again because I don't like that.
Too bad.
I don't think you get. I don't think you get the flank or whatever. right
Excuse
now.
me. Is
Oh,
there
I'm not
anything else
doing
you would like to
anything.
do?
No.
It's technically Elise's turn. She will attempt to do her thing. She does a little bit of damage. It is the creature's turn. He is going to do his pulse attack, and he is going to try to steal life energy from all of those around him. Isaac first. He misses Isaac. Red.
Stealing's illegal. It shouldn't be able to do that.
He hits you, Red.
Shit.
Marco. It's Marco. Marco is not looking good.
Damn it, Marco! Don't you fucking die on us.
I have a potion.
At least
Red,
he'll die.
you have taken 12 points of damage.
Damn.
The creature appears to have healed quite a bit. And it is top of the order, Red. Your turn.
Yeah, I'm gonna start taking swings,
Let's go.
bastard. Natural 20.
Nice.
Oh.
For 22
Alright.
damage.
7. Hold on. No, it's So yeah, so 11, 22, 24 points of damage to the first one.
Okay, so I just want to point out that that is all of the life force that he stole from you guys last round.
Good. Stealing is wrong, kids.
Red just went bad.
She's like, no.
Go ahead.
She's like,
Offhand attack 21.
That hits.
friggin' horny bonk the thing. No. No stealing life juice for you. No.
And that'll be 6 more points of damage.
And that is enough to turn it back into a gem. It condenses once again back into itself and reforms into that stupid black gem that you guys keep seeing.
Stay down.
I was just gonna press the gem up into the forehead.
Okay? So
Okay.
here's what happens when you do said thing.
Jesus.
You push the gem into the forehead, and it appears as if for a moment nothing happens. And then it begins to glow even brighter. Isaac, from your vantage point, you can see the maiden opens her eyes and looks downwards. And she sees the crystal, essentially, I mean, it's a statue. You assume that it sees the crystal on the ground. And at this point, it begins to glow. The black crystal begins to glow. Her eyes match the same color as the pure gem, and her entity itself begins to glow with the same light. That is what is currently happening, and it seems that her essence is spreading throughout the room.
Put the gem in the ball. Put the gem in the ball. Put the gem in the ball.
That was Isaac. It's Abaddon's turn.
I will pick up the gem and put it in the bowl with my mage hand.
Okay, you pick up the gem and put it into the bowl. As soon as it hits the bowl, you can see that the gem turns an even brighter red shade, and it's shaking inside the little bowl in her other hand, and eventually it just it seems to crumble, and it dusts inside the bowl. And the dust remains there, and it is now gone. And she is still glowing, and her essence is emanating throughout the room. You all feel extremely good. Everyone in the room heals 10 points of damage if you are wounded, and you feel refreshed.
Yeah,
if you have a first level spell, you get 1 first level spell slot back.
Nice. Yep.
So am I just stuck up here holding this in, or
Do
Does it
you
mean
want to try to
level now,
remove your
right?
hand?
he kind of like
We
he
are no
pulls
longer
his
in
hand back
combat.
he pulls his hand back a little bit to see if it like pushes the crystal back out.
Noise.
Okay, so you gently remove your hand, and the crystal does not appear to be removing itself from her forehead.
All right, he's gonna yell for Kasula to bring her friends
Kasula.
up here and look at this.
So they're gonna make their happy little way over there. Boop boop.
Wow.
Yeah, he's still on the statue. He's like right there in case this thing's gonna come out.
Right.
I want to point out the entire time that everybody was healing, I was hurt the entire time and nobody healed me. I just want to point that out there.
Maybe you should be nicer
I'm just saying.
to Elise, you know.
I feel like I'm the nicest out of the whole group to her, as where most of you have walked in the bathroom on her.
I mean,
Well,
I
she
got her
did.
Hold on.
She
One
did
person
call.
did that.
Hold on. She did call out at one point to say if anyone was injured, and you didn't say anything.
I did say something. I said yes.
Did
I'm
you?
hurt.
I didn't hear
Yes,
you.
you
I'm
did.
sorry.
I did say that.
Well, I
It's
didn't hear
fine.
you.
No, it's fine.
So
Abaddon feels refreshed anyways.
yes.
Slightly
finally got
blooded
some healing.
clothes.
So Kasula and the scholars are gonna kind of come up there, do their thing, look at all this stuff.
Am I safe to come down?
Kasula says, "Yeah, you seem to have gotten rid of the creature. Good job.
all right. Cool. Ah, oops, sorry. Excuse me.
That is very interesting. How did you get it to do that?"
I put the one crystal, the glowy, good one, in the forehead, and put the bad crystal in the bowl.
Ah. It appears that it has left a residual dust in here, and she pulls out a bag and like a little mini spoon thing, and she spoons the dust into a bag and then closes it, and then looks over at you guys and says, "Well, you destroyed the creature. Do you want its essence? Could be used in alchemy, not entirely sure, but it's your kill, so you get to keep it if you want it."
I have no use for it. Do we need to get that crystal out of the forehead too?
Well, we could leave it in there for now. I don't think it's hurting anything.
Yeah, I do not need any of the essence on my part, and I would probably suggest maybe keeping it there just for the safety of some things, but I'm not sure.
You're inferring that the dust is dangerous?
No, I'm just inferring I don't want it.
Ah, okay. Dongrave, do you
And then
decline
and
the
then I'll
dust
say
as
that I
well?
don't want the gem.
That's fine.
You know what? No, I'm keeping it.
You're keeping
What-
it?
what-
Okay.
Do I have a flask so I can put it in?
She has already put it into a bag for you in a little leather pouch. So you have 1 pouch of mystery dust.
It's everything I've ever wanted.
Don Grave, you could probably get a pretty penny from the from Spark for that.
I mean, Kasula probably would have said something right now since she's the one that gives us the pretty penny. So,
I don't need it.
'Cause-
Broken gems aren't really that useful.
eh.
Well, now that the danger is gone, we're going to continue studying this, especially with the new development. Thank you all very much for your assistance. Although you, and she points to the one that's poisoned, and you, points to Marco, probably should go get your poison taken care of. You look a little ill.
I want another donut.
Those shops are all closed.
Now I'm sad. I'm getting a nail.
So at this point, you guys are out of combat. What would
This
you
is the
like
worst.
to do?
Go back and get some sleep.
I
am
should
going-
probably go and rejoin my date.
Hold on, Abaddon, are you still wounded any?
I have a few minor cuts, but that's about it.
Cure wounds.
Okay.
Not gonna let his woman take care of it for him.
Yeah, I know, right?
No, I want
The
my
perfect
boy
bonding
going in
opportunity
there-
for them.
I want my boy going in there in pristine condition.
Well, now
Oh,
he's
I
got a
mean-
story to tell her too.
You know, now you
That-
just got
She
three-
does like stories.
It literally healed me for all my from my points. I was
I
3
got
down.
you.
Nice.
All
I
right.
was 3 down.
I'm going back to the inn. I'm done for the day.
I'm gonna order some food, some ale, and I'm going to bed.
Okay. So
And I'll
you
also
guys,
grab a fourth meal.
fourth meal. So many pastries, but you all have eaten all of it. It's fine. So this is where we'll end it for this evening. Abaddon, you will rejoin Lewala in her
Yes.
abode. You
As I have
can
like my torn clothes.
yes. So you can do whatever you want at that point. If you want to stay or come back to the inn, just let me know later. But you guys are taking a rest for the rest of the night, and then essentially, Kosula says we will probably want to speak in the morning. I'll get the organization leader to meet us in the meeting room after breakfast. How does that sound?
Sounds good.
Okay.
Works
Yeah, sounds
perfectly.
good.
Yes.
Awesome. So, this is where we'll end it for tonight. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. I hope you had fun. I'm
Thank you.
so sorry
Ye-
that creature gave you such a hard time.
That's okay. I think it was a
fine.
hidden button that was giving us a hard time, but it was fun.
You're teasing me, you naughty, naughty.
The absolute murder by everybody.
Oh my
Oh, I
gosh.
know. That was ridiculous, honestly.
All right, I'm
So-
gonna end my stream real quick. Thank you guys so much.
Okay.
I will see you all tomorrow. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. Have a lovely evening. Good night. You're amazing. Bye-bye. Eventually, I need to get an ending screen for this.